Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome cool... What is that? You got a coffee cup there?
Oh, yeah. WrestleMania 3. 90,000 plus fans in the stands. Cup of coffee. Yeah, cup of coffee. It's Ricky Steamboat's cup of coffee. Cup of coffee into the big time, man. Cup of coffee into the big time. See, that's why, Pete, that's why. Like, that's what, Mesner gave that thing like 3 stars. That's like arguably one of the greatest wrestling matches in history. Like, arguably one of the greatest matches. That promo is one of the greatest. He's talking about cup of coffee in the big time, flipping it. We might talk about it later because we don't do wrestling till later on. But Mesner's giving that Canadian with his hair shriveled off, who, I got a finger twist, 7 stars, and gave that match 3. Keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying. Oh, yeah. All right. Pete, what do we have? We got an interesting show today. We got a bunch of crazy stuff. We've got some, well, you have a J. Scott Campbell mystery box. Actually, funny, a lot of people. I mean, this was also something our good friend over at Bargain Comics, Steve Horn, was like, hey, I got one, would like to come on too. And if he gets it, or he's thinking about buying another one because he already opened one. And I was like, hey, well, Pete's got one too, and he's gonna open one. But yeah, sure, we'll open it up, see if we got anything good, any goodies out of the J. Scott. We also, we're putting together. We're gonna do this. We'll let all you guys hear. Big time Renna, yeah. We'll let all you guys know about this because we're doing it. We're throwing together some, like, for the holidays. We want to do something special for all of our people. If you listen live, if you don't, we just want to do something real special. We're gonna throw together some like present boxes. And we haven't quite figured out what we're gonna put in there, but I've been at the Target, got these real quickly. These are $25, but at my Target for some reason they're 2 for $10 or $8.99. So make sure when you're walking through the Target section, look for stuff. We're gonna open this up and see. I got 2 of these. Maybe the second one might go into one of the gift packs to throw away. So we're gonna do a J. Scott Campbell opening. We're gonna open one of these. We'll probably open this sooner than later. Oh, and then I bought that. I was with our man Obi the Gray, and he talked me not hard, but just pointed up at a box, which I guess is, and said, that's a decent price, don't you think? And I said, yep. We got a box of comics over here, and I'm going to open it up. I've got some keys that I'm looking forward to it, and see if I wasted a couple $100 or if I did all right. So we'll see about that. And we're doing a new form of tier list. We're going to rank not just one person's, but 2 persons' keys or hopefully keys at one point, whatever. A key doesn't mean it's expensive. It just means it's the key to the run. So, and it's a comic book. But we got Miss Marvel going versus Squirrel Girl. Miss Marvel's going to be the champ. Squirrel Girl is going to be the contender, obviously. We're going to see maybe Squirrel Girl's got some books that we might be going out there and looking for, because they might, I mean, listen, some of those Miss Marvel books.
They might have more potential than where some of these Ms. Marvel books are already way up here. This is probably going to be the most speculator typey thing that
I think we might do this every once in a while. It's going to be like a champion versus challenger type thing. We're going to take 2 similar type people. Miss Marvel obviously has got the TV show coming up, and Squirrel Girl still getting a lot of heat because some people saw those pictures. So you know how that worked out for Deadpool. Okay, let's say what's up to everybody in the chat. Wow, the chat is already lively, hopping, and ready to go. Good to see everybody. Stick Boys, first ones in the house. Stick's great. Look it, I get it. People don't like the sequel trilogies. I don't really like them either. But if you missed last Sunday's Star Wars show, I'll tell you this. If you want to see me cry, I don't cry to Luke. I don't cry to anything. I cried during that show. So go back in there, check that out real quickly. It's great to have Sticks on. Marv, what's going on? Repair Tech Tony, good evening. Patrick, it's good to see you. You're making it live for a change. I appreciate it. Big time Red. This is what I was laughing at. Yeah, that big time coffee promo for WrestleMania 3. And 2, they were like, BG starts that promo out of Sarasota, Florida, because that's where the match was originally from. But yeah, great stuff. Callie, good to see you. Yo, what's up? Who else do we have? There's more comments coming in. I'm trying to get through them all. Sorry, Joe. Good to see you, Joe. Evening. Zaggy, great. Jingle all the way. Lopez. Hey, I think if you stay till the end, you might be happy because I picked up some X-Men stuff that we're going to dig through to look for some keys. Obi the Gray, you already know what I picked up. Eric, good to see you. All right, that's it for right now. We'll hit everybody else up later. What team are you? I'm Team Furry. Oh, yeah. Hey, I hope they make that. We'll talk more about it later. Let's get to, should we open this box up real quickly and see what's in it?
Yeah, why
see if
not?
it's worth it. Why don't we open this up and see if it's worth it? Let's see if this is worth putting in for the Christmas. We got a new one that's not open. This is a great thing. I always tell everybody, be prepared, when we're opening boxes, because the last thing you want to be, the last thing you want to be caught on live stream is unprepared to open up boxes and stuff, right? So, nothing like checking to see if your fingerprints are on something. All right, here we go. This is supposed to have a hat inside, some plushy rear view mirror thingies, a die stuck keychain. I don't know what that is. Some coasters, a figure, like a pop kind of thing, and something for the desk. Some art. Okay.
All right. Well, let's see what you got. Here,
Ooh,
I'll make you the big screen.
That's terrible, actually. Okay. Here is the hat. Not bad. It's okay. Mario Kart.
Snapback.
Little thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those,
like
little,
those
adjustable.
Old, 5-panel adjustable caps. I guess there's other ones you can get than that, but that was the ugly one, so that's awesome. I don't think I'm hanging the fluffy from furry from my. That's a cup of coffee. That's kind of cool though if you get a good one.
Dan's right. That is one hell of a box opener you got there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, what's going on, Dan? Here we go. The coasters are actually dope. They're wheel. These ones are wheel ones, but they're like nice. They're like rubbery and they kind of stick, so they're kind of dope. Those are cool. I think there might be something. Yeah, I'm actually keeping those. LED desk light. Let's see what this looks like.
This is crappy little lamp.
No. Oh no. I think I broke it. Son of a gun. Oh, this one's a question mark. That kind of stinks, but it's like the question mark.
Oh, okay.
That could be cool. I don't know. We'll see. How do you plug that in? Oh, you got to put batteries in it?
I put batteries in it.
Okay. Didn't bring batteries. What else did I get here? Keychain. I'm not a big, huge keychain fan. This one is of a turtle shell, and they gave me that because, unfortunately...
Is it heavy? Like metal?
Yeah, it's metal.
Okay, so not like a little cheapy plastic thing.
What do you even do with this? I guess this is the... So there's different...
Allie says that banana's worth like $9 by itself.
Really? Oh, well... Okay.
Go get the banana.
Go get the banana. This is kind of actually really cool quality, but this was the figure that came out. It's like a hidden turtle. It's like they call it a spinning one. Oh, the spikes are
that's the shell that'll hit whoever's in first place.
Yeah. So yeah. Like this is actually kind of
that's all I know about.
I just don't know what to. Maybe I'll give it to the kids to see which one's going to have a happier Christmas or not. All right. So, I mean, I think I'm willing to give one of these boxes away. The coasters alone, and I guess if somebody else gets a $9 banana, what's the price of the box? The price of the box is $25. And actually, if you go on Target, it's still $25. But this is something you guys should all learn while you're in Target picking up milk or orange juice for the family, to run down those side aisles and the back aisles. And sometimes certain stores will put stuff on clearance, and it's not even like, it's not real clearance. It's not like the store, it's just store clearance. So I was telling Pete this earlier, there's some programming mechanical toys. They're usually like $300. They're not toys. They're like legit stuff. And I got them for my kids for $50 a piece. I mean, they're not old enough to do them yet, but like you could find really good deals like that where it's like 95%, 80, 70%.
Because they're actually just clearing their own.
These ones
stores.
I bought for I bought $9. I bought for the $8.99, so it's worth a banana, I guess. Tell the wife and kids you're picking up bananas, and then go pick up a box of that. But you got to check where. I mean, like you really have to go check. They'll have like little yellow things. It's not all the time. It's usually around where keyboards are and stuff like that. I mean, who can I give this hat to? I don't think I'm gonna give it to one of the kids. This is like if you look. Straight brim, everything I don't like. Okay, so there we go.
You gotta work it.
That blue shell is good. It is heavy. Yeah. It is definitely should have. I should have opened it early and see if I could get it. I will tell you, I think it's good. If somebody got my question though to the chat is, we got 21 in the chat. If you got that and maybe something else in one of the Christmas boxes, we're probably gonna give away. Would you think that is a good deal? Yes or no? Is it worth it?
Yeah. Would you be happy as a prize, a gift?
Yeah, just a free gift that we'll give you
Yeah.
for just being subbing here and being a friend of this channel. All right.
Yeah.
This head's
Yeah,
kind
better
of
do something. I still don't know what our criteria is going to be.
I know
But I
you
think
don't
it's
know,
going to be
Kelly.
a mixture of just thank you for being a viewer, and then also maybe if we hit like another minor milestone, we're pretty close to 1,200.
Guys,
We'll do another one.
we do know that Callie was joking about the banana, right? It is.
I don't know.
Yes.
It could be.
No, he is. He's joking about the banana. He is joking about the banana. Okay. Hell yeah.
Oh wait, is that from Beverly Hills Cop?
Divorce? Yes. Not for my wife. My wife is like the most accepting person. It's funny because I know how sometimes I come off, but like in real life, not such a bad dude. And but she still has to put up with a lot like this. And me not caring what people think. So, all right, next up. I think this is going to one of my kids. Wow, that hat's amazing. Oh, this thing's terrible. Okay, well, I still think it's pretty cool. I mean, as long as somebody will keep it or whatever, you know, we get a bunch of different. That's a very decent gift, fellas. Okay, thank you very much. I'd give it to any kid.
It wouldn't be by itself.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, prepare to. He's got to taste. All right. So we got 22. Let's get going. That banana would definitely fit in a tail. Okay. All right.
Take those bananas.
I will say I'm actually pleasantly surprised at the quality of the coasters. Like they're rubber, but like the bottom, you know, like some of them when they're rubber, they still will slide. These are like, it looks like slick bottoms, but they're like grippy and they're actually pretty heavy.
Oh, I know those. I had some Spider-Man ones like those.
And each one's a different Mario tire, which is kind of cool. I like these. I do like them. But you know what this happens. You know what happens with these, right? You know what happens with these. I put them upstairs and the kids, boop, right at each other's heads all day long. And I think it's great. So,
well, because it is great.
Well, it is. Yeah, it's fun. All right, cool. Well, that's it. That's one thing I think we'll add. I think we'll add that second box to the pile then. And we're going to do a $25 value, not the $8 I picked it up for. Either way. Okay, so I say we get into some news. Pete, do we have some news?
We got news. Let me run the intro.
Am I yelling today? It feels like I'm yelling.
Yeah. You're just not coming through too loud or anything. You might be yelling, but it's not too loud.
Keep the kids up. All right, what do we have? I didn't look at the news, so let's see what the news is.
Yes, Eric, it was Damon Wayans who gave him the bananas.
Oh, geez. Eric, what's going on, my man?
All right, where is my news? All right, well, we do got a few things. I tried not to do too much. There's one spoilery thing in here, but I haven't even seen the show yet, so
I don't know what that means either.
It's already been spoiled for me. But I don't think it's a real spoiler.
Which one?
The Hawkeye spoiler.
Oh, it's amazing. Hawkeye's amazing.
I haven't watched yet today, so I didn't have time to watch it.
It's amazing. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It's amazing. The show as a whole.
If you're joking or not.
No. Absolutely love it. Actually, my wife likes it too. She was mad that I watched this episode before she got to watch this episode.
That's why I was going to. I stopped and I said, you know what? I'll wait for my wife and wait for work to be done. We'll watch it later.
Watch it twice.
And we never got back to it, and I didn't have time.
They come for us to spoil things on this show, Pete. They come for us to spoil things on this show.
That's fine. But we're going to start off with the box office. And I think I forgot to change the picture. I did, because I should have put Encanto in there. But Ghostbusters still came in second.
What the heck's Encanto?
It's like a Disney animated movie, I think. Came out over the...
James,
might even be Pixar. But, you know, it was number one. But Ghostbusters really close, so I left the Ghostbusters picture up.
I like this. I like it. Yeah, you know what? Ghostbusters, I hear it's good. Have you watched that yet? Everybody I talk to is like, I don't want to do it because I'm going to be so critical of it, and I crap in everybody's Cheerios. I just don't want to do that because everybody's enjoying that movie right now. So
the Ghostbuster one?
Yeah, I just don't want to go and watch it.
I just didn't want it.
I just don't want to be the guy. I don't want to be negative Nancy, come out there and go like, oh, but hey, yo, that's not good.
Yeah, you know I just didn't want it. I don't know. Yeah. I'll be open-minded once it comes like to streaming or something, and I'm not going to the theater to see it. But right now, I don't feel like going to the theater.
That's not worth it for me. Yeah, cool.
But everything's still kind of, I mean, Resident Evil did not do that well. I don't think at 5, but
Why is that in the movie theaters though? Shouldn't that have
I
been a
don't know.
direct-to-video?
It's theaters only. You know, they decided to do it.
Well, that's a waste of money.
Yeah, it was. They probably would have done better if they would have, you know, did the streaming thing.
Did we look to see? Okay, it was good, but the ghost is someone was kind of. I figured out who that was. Yeah, I can see Zaggy. I can see how that could be creepy, dude. Yeah, spoiler alert. But you didn't spoil it, but we did. We always spoil everything, anyways. If you
It's
watch
been a
the
couple
show,
of weeks
for
anybody who really wanted to go see
This is
it.
the question I have. So, is Eternals? What are we doing? Do we look at how far we are domestically with Eternals now at this point? Are we like 40 mil, 50 mil, 60 mil?
Oh yeah, they had to cross that.
So it's a plus. It's a win.
Yeah,
it's a weak win. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the total number is yet, but it's probably over 100.
What's up, Eric? 100? Probably 100.
It's got to be over 100 by now. It started strong. It started at like 70. Not super strong, but
Leftover Zaggy. Let's see if Leftover Zaggy's picture. Another spoiler. That is not Tom Green in his picture. No. What do you think? Tom Green?
What year is this?
Kelly, Tom Green? Oh, well, I got, the difference is they're looking on phones and stuff. I'm looking on the 60-inch screen TV I got over here. Okay. All right. I see what you're saying. Okay. What's next?
What's next is, can you believe how much people are paying for Spider-Man tickets online? This can't be real.
No, yeah. What's going on now? How much? Sorry, I mean
thousands of dollars.
That was Tom Green? That's Tom Green on the right. Hold on. No way. Let me see this.
Oh yeah, that is Tom Green.
Oh my God.
I didn't know what picture you were talking about.
Age well. Of course he didn't age well. I saw lift. Wait, what's going on? 5K for these tickets?
10.
Where? In what country?
25 in Texas.
Oh, well, I mean.
Oh, there's El Paso, Texas. $10,000.
Yeah, well,
I don't know where the 25,000 is, but there was another one, I think, Albuquerque.
Yeah. You ever been to Kirky before? No crap.
Yep.
That's not a big surprise. It's a dump.
Once.
Yeah, this makes
ABQ.
sense. You're going to tell me Phoenix.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know.
Right,
all I know is I tried to get tickets that night when they went out, and I couldn't. I fell asleep waiting for it to load, but they were there the next morning, so I don't know what the big deal is.
Jeez. The chat's going to kill me today. The chat is going to kill me. Okay. Yeah, they're going to kill me tonight. I'm going to laugh. All right, I was looking at something else. Okay, Eternals is at 151 million domestically. I don't know why people are buying these tickets for this much, or at least they're trying to sell them even for this much. This doesn't even.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. I think just fake hype. It's got. I don't. These
it's got to be right. They got to be selling to each other for $5 to make it kind of hot, I guess.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be the new thing. Like, oh, hey, do you know there's a new character in here? So we're gonna hype. Like there's a lot of pump and dump shows and stuff out there now, and we know for years that they do like these fake sales and stuff like that. Are now they gonna just do like fake movie hype sales so they can hype up the character? I mean, it's big money. Like, think about this. Some of these guys are buying books at market, right? And the market's huge, so they're paying thousands of dollars for some of these books, right? Because they didn't get in early on them. And I'm not trying to go, but they're paying thousands. They need that because they're charging it on their credit card, right? Their credit card's maxed out. They need to pay the fees, the taxes, and everything else. Do you think this might be something to do with that? Like, hey, we gotta make at least 35% on what we paid for this because we're getting killed here.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe not. He was thinking the same. Apparently, I'm not the only one. Or yes, money laundering. Yeah, it could be. But they already got blockchain and NFTs for that. Like, you don't need to do it through this.
Well, you got to be able to get your money back out if you're going to mess with NFTs.
No, so comment. Yeah, Callie, there's a way to do it. And we're not going to tell you how to do it.
Yeah,
but there's a way.
It's not that difficult to figure out how somebody.
It's not, it just all of a sudden the sale when you're supposed to post 6 months later doesn't post anymore. So, but
hey, it went away. What happened? Anyway,
yeah, rejected the sale, and the buyer said, yeah, that he'd take the rejection. Yeah, I don't know.
Sticking with Spidey, it looks like we might be getting another trilogy.
Nice. I like Tom Holland's. Like, I think he's the best Spider-Man. I like him.
I want to see the college years.
Right. Yeah. I'm good. I don't know who's not good with this.
And I did a little extra snippet.
Up to 100. That makes sense.
From the, I guess, the interview or the article with is it Amy Pascal? Am I saying her name right? I guess. But yeah, she's ready. Saying no, they're not done. The deal with Marvel's still good to go. They're
Good.
making movies.
Yeah, that's I think was part of the that everybody thinks they're why since when in this world is making deals on a CEO or executive president level become ordering fries at a McDonald's, right? You know what I mean? Like everybody thinks like, oh, these big deals, they haven't gone through. Oh, they finally went through. It's like going through McDonald's and ordering number 3. It's for what? No, these things are so complicated and they're taking so long. And it's not for 1 year. It's for like 8 years, 10 years. We've seen it happen and we keep falling into these tropes of clickbaity stuff that, I mean, I get into it too, though. So $120 for those tickets, by the way, is what, and I will take his word at it because Patrick seems to always be on top of stuff, to $150. I guess if it's sold out with what people are spending on money for other things, that could make sense, I guess.
Somebody doesn't want to wait in line. Don't want to wait till Friday. They got to go Thursday.
Oh, one more, please. Okay.
All right, moving on. So apparently, the new Morpheus, I guess, is dropping out of the Mad Max Furiosa prequel due to scheduling conflicts.
How long is that Furiosa been in the tank? Like 10 years now?
He can't make, but they're gonna make it, I guess. I forget who they're. Is it Anya Taylor-Joy gonna play her or something?
I don't. Bro.
Magic from the New Mutants movie, I think, might be playing her.
Like I hate that Mel Gibson is the person that he is as a human being, but I still love Mad Max, man. Like I just can't.
Yeah, but that Hardy movie the Tom Hardy one was just great from start to finish.
It was what?
That was great. The start to finish.
That was great. That was okay. I was glad I didn't watch it in the movie theater. I'll tell you that. Glad I watched it for free. Or not free. My cable bill's expensive, but whatever.
But anyway, they are making this Furiosa thing, and well, yeah. Here's a prequel comic to kind of tell a little bit of story. She was good, but Black Manta is not going to be in it. So,
okay.
Sticking with sort of Matrix news, can you believe Colleen Wing turned down a role in Shang-Chi to be in this Matrix?
First off, there's a lot of problems with this headline. First off, Iron Fist star. There's not a single star that came out of Iron Fist. So that right there, red mark. Like if I'm the editor, I'm editing this. Jessica Winnick turned down role of Shang-Chi and might be on drugs.
He was great. He's the best part of that Iron Fist show.
To play Bugs, who cares, in the Matrix Resurrection, which looks like a washed version of a train wreck. Correct?
Yeah.
Is this what our title should be at this point?
Yeah, I don't know what that that movie's not going to do well.
Yeah.
He was good in Iron Fist.
Hey, 75.
Now, the next one confuses the hell out of me.
Not gonna come at you, bro. Not for what we want. A solid flick, bro. Solid flick.
It actually isn't bad.
No, not bad. I mean, it's unbelievable because it's Mel Gibson, but besides that, not bad.
Yeah. Just the stupid, little whatever you want to call it, card picture. They're filming this Batgirl movie for HBO Max, so it's an HBO Max movie. They started filming today, but I'm confused because they cast this girl, is it Leslie Grace? I think her name is something like that, to be the new Batgirl.
That young lady is very, very, in my opinion, very attractive.
Yes. And it makes a lot of sense when you look at Jeffrey Wright playing Jim Gordon in the new Robert Pattinson Batman movies, right? Like, it kind of makes sense. Okay, you can see why they made the change. It makes sense, right?
Okay.
But they're not doing Jeffrey Wright's Jim Gordon. They're going back to J.K. Simmons' Jim Gordon. So I just don't see it's just the age difference too. Like he looks like he's 90 to go with your everybody's 90.
You don't think the other dude looks old as shit too? They're both old dudes. If he's 90, the other dude's 80. Yeah, I mean he's 90. He's 100.
You can pass him out. You can add some color to his beard.
He's 105.
He's in his 50s. You know?
Oh yeah. Okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean? You could pass off 50s, and then his daughter's in her 20s. Okay. Is JK?
Time out. Is Barbara Gordon supposed to be this good looking?
She is now, and she's apparently a cop too.
I've got nothing to say because I'm not trying to get myself in trouble. Good night on that.
Saying, but she is pretty.
Yeah, Jesus.
The whole thing just it does, and all because I also don't know why they're going back to the Ben Affleck Jim Gordon. Like, what
If we're
universe
getting
is she
thumbs up
going
on
to be
this
in?
show, it's because people are looking at this young lady, not because her show's good at all. You do understand that, correct?
I
just
know,
wanna
but it
clarify
just
that.
doesn't make
Why
sense.
are they going back to this guy? I get it. Listen,
That's the
I
part
know-
that's just sticking in my head.
listen. As two guys who have parents who have skin colors who are a little bit darker, my skin, as you see in the summertime, gets very dark, and then in the winter, I get very bright. You know what I mean? And you have a.
Yeah,
year-round
I say
tannish.
pretty.
Yeah, you're
pretty
on
brown
tannish.
all the way.
So I can't. I'm not going to get down on how the genetics work in somebody, but I will say you probably should have chose. If we're going with age, yeah, I guess I could see that. Like,
Well, it's a mixture of things. It's not just the age, because again, it doesn't matter about the skin color. I mean, because you don't know what her mom looks like. I mean, it's not that.
Mhm.
It's the
Okay, good.
age of him and the fact that you're going back to a universe that
Go back to the other
you're
guy.
not really following anymore. Like, we're building a new Batman movie. Why are you
Are
going
we?
to now put her in the old
Because
stuff?
Batman's always been a mess. This is why they don't do this. This was Spider-Man. Honestly, this is Spider-Man pre Marvel's interjection. That's what Batman has become.
Mhm.
It's become that
Yeah,
bleeping mess of Sony Spider-Man. And they had to say, crap. Next thing you know, you're going to see the Joker show up, played by Jamie Foxx, looking nothing like the Joker. If you know the reference is like Electro thing, but like, you get what I'm saying there? Like,
Yeah, no,
it's
I
just
know-
going to be
I
a
know where you're
hot
going with it.
mess. You know, I mean, it is
I
what
don't
it
know.
is.
It is what it is. But
is.
moving on in streaming, I still
they
haven't
got
seen this.
Twinkle Toes playing the Batman. How you got that guy? How do you got what was his name? The kid that's in a vampire TV show?
Robert Pattinson, I think, will be a good Batman.
No shot. You should
Go
have Harry Potter.
Good time.
They're actually going to say Harry Potter could be Batman. Get out of here with that. Come on.
Harry Potter's not bad.
Aren't they the same guys? They're like brothers, right?
Daniel
Harry
Radcliffe
Potter and
is pretty
and
darn entertaining.
who?
Daniel Radcliffe. Harry Potter's pretty
Is
entertaining.
it Harry Potter and the guy from the vampire movie? They're brothers or cousins, right?
And
Yes.
not brothers and cousins. But I'm telling you, Pattinson, go watch Good Time. He's
Good Times. I
excellent in
watched
that
Good
movie.
Times. He wasn't in Good
Not
Times.
Good Times. It's a movie, Good Time. Go watch that. He can act. And Harry Potter, I mean, apart from his acting, he's pretty funny. Watch Miracle Workers. There's 3 seasons of Miracle Workers. Go check them out.
Neither one of the
Pretty
things you
darn
just
funny.
said is what I like out of my Batman.
No, but that has nothing to do with Batman.
Did I just say what I
Red
like out of my
Notice.
Batman? That's nice.
I still haven't seen
Chat
it.
doesn't catch on to that one. We're not allowing the clip section of this, are we? No? Good. Okay. Don't allow people to clip portions out of this.
This is the most watched movie in Netflix history now. I still haven't seen
What?
it. This Red Notice.
Who's in this? This has got The Rock,
The Rock, Wonder Woman, and Deadpool.
yes, of course. If I was as good looking as these 3 people, do you think I'd be on a podcast with you, Pete? If I was, it'd be the best podcast of
No.
all time,
But-
because everybody would actually watch it.
It's
like
got
millions.
a great 35% on Rotten Tomatoes review, but it has 328 million viewing hours.
All 3 of these people could play better Batmans than the Batman we just talked about, by the way. All 3.
You haven't even seen him play Batman yet. Give him a chance.
All 3.
You didn't even see the Twilight movies. Don't
What's
use that as your
Twilight movies?
gauge. Is all I'm
Twilight Zone?
saying.
I've seen the Twilight Zone before. Hey, T-Watch.
Don't use that as your gauge. Now, our next one, we'll probably talk more about it on Sunday because it's Star Wars, but I felt like we should still kind of reference it because it happened just the other day. But whoever this girl is, she got cast for the Ahsoka show.
Like, I don't know.
Sakno?
Before you go farther, Eric said that Patterson guy, that's the sparkly kid,
Pattinson.
right? Patton. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
He was in Harry Potter movies.
Yes, he was in Harry Potter.
Because they're brothers.
They're not brothers.
Yes. He got his brother a job. Yes. there we
One's
go.
like 5'2", and the
What?
other one's like 6'3".
This baby got crazy eyes. Who is this?
I don't know, but she was apparently in Pacific Rim 2. And some of the things out there are all pointing. I don't see it, but a lot of things are pointing to her being our Alani.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean,
I don't know. It doesn't really line up, right?
Why not?
And
Yeah, it would at the end. Because you'd show her to lead into Thrawn. Because how the story why don't we talk about it on Star Wars
yeah,
on
we'll save
Sunday?
it for Sunday. But
Yeah,
I
save it
don't
for Sunday,
know.
but
I
it would
don't
make
know
some
exactly
sense. That would
fit.
actually make some sense.
But I guess it's possible, right? So there's your tease for Sunday. And this is our spoiler for Hawkeye today, which I still haven't seen. But
Maybe Hera. I don't know, Hera. That's maybe.
maybe. Well, just a little bit of spoiler is that maybe we saw somebody's hand. I guess, right? Is that the big thing in the flashback
His
scene?
hand, the dad's hand.
No, I think they're saying it could be D'Onofrio's. It could be Kingpin. Because he does play a role in her backstory. So
at that point, though, this one that they were showing right now, this picture. Well, I can spoil it. She's in karate class. That's her dad talking to her. So that hand probably, I don't think, is the hand from him.
Okay.
Yeah. But maybe another hand.
That's just things I've seen because, again, I haven't watched it yet.
I was also trying to kick through some of our stuff for the show because the show doesn't write itself. So
yeah, because I was apparently told I couldn't keep watching Cowboy Bebop because my wife said, "Hey, I was going to watch that with you." I'm like, "All right," so I had to stop, and I got to wait for her to catch up.
Speaking of that, shame on whoever was giving me a hard time about how good was it. JJ? Nah,
JJ didn't care for it.
I watched 2 episodes of that other thing, that live version or Astro Christmas special. You come on, and me and you, I'll have the rest of that done. We'll talk about it. I will tell you this: that live action is very good, very, very good. And I've seen a little animated thing, a couple of things of them. That's okay. It's okay. That live action is very, very good. Okay, man, the chat is. Hey, I love the chat. Everything's going crazy. Yeah, the uncle, but isn't the uncle? Okay, I'm not gonna say who the uncle could be. Not gonna say who.
We'll get to it, but still, that's what is abound. And then, like an hour before we,
you nerd herd. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Team Nerd Herd right there. I think that's Alonzo Comics and Pops. He and Ben C were on that same trivia show that I was on like a week ago.
Yeah,
so we might cross paths at some point down the line.
How they do? We should have one or two of those guys over here.
They eked out a victory.
Really, that's nice. You think she will wear the Ronin suit? I do think she will wear the Ronin suit eventually. Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Oh my gosh. Astro. We're going at it, bro. No shot. I mean, look, I can't give it a full ranking because I've only watched some of the. You know what? Astro loves whiny Luke too. I know it because I watched. Yeah, he likes whiny Bebop.
Save that for Star Wars.
Yeah, and he likes whiny Luke. I get it. Just jumping on to say, oh, hello.
All right. An hour before we jumped on. They dropped that, Maria Hill's coming back for Secret Invasion, which I don't think is a big surprise.
I don't think it's a big surprise, right?
But it's still announced that she was going to do.
I really hope they don't screw up Secret Invasion. I liked Secret Invasion. Like,
I think it could be good.
There was a bazillion tie-in and bullshit to it, but like, it was the first one. Well, Civil War probably.
I don't think it's gonna be anything really like the comic. I think it's gonna be loosely based off of that.
That's unfortunate because, like,
I don't think they're going to be bringing back dead heroes. Like, that's not going to be part of it. Right? I mean, they're not going to spend that kind of budget to go, hey, look at this. We're bringing back Tony Stark. All of a sudden,
you don't think so? You don't think so? You don't think they'll pay $2 million to have Tony Stark show up for 10 seconds?
He ain't coming for $2 million.
For 10 seconds, he'll do $2 million. For 10 seconds, he will.
He doesn't have to. He'll get that just for another replay of Endgame on TBS or whatever the hell is playing it.
Hey, just because you got money doesn't mean you don't want more money, bro.
True.
Money attracts money. Either way, I think, when you talk about that era when you got like Civil War and then you got this, I think those were the two tie-ins. I mean, like, it was smaller with the war.
I still want to know what Hammer stood for.
Oh.
I don't think they ever told us.
I think they did in Dark Realm, didn't they?
Did they? I don't. I remember one. It was like, what the hell? They never explained what Hammer.
No, they did. They explained what Hammer was in Dark Realm, I think.
I don't know. Well, if any of you guys in the chat know or want to go Google it for me, tell me what Hammer stands for because it's still bugging me.
Either way, I like this, and I hope they get the Skull Crew out there too. I hope we get the little like side thing with Skull Crew or a little shout out to them.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Well, here we go.
All right. One more quick little show renewed. Chucky. I don't know. I know it's not comic related, but there are some Chucky comics. I haven't seen this show yet either, but apparently it's coming back. So I guess it's doing all right.
Ugh.
It is what it is. And in the realm of why are we talking about this now? Why is George R.R. Martin complaining about wanting HBO to have done 10 seasons of the show?
He doesn't know how to write a book.
Like, what? Do you know how long it's been since the last book?
6 years.
That's what I thought.
10 years?
A Dance with Dragons came out July 2011.
No. Good night. Yeah, of course you wanted 10. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Of course you
6
want 10 more
years
seasons.
before that.
Yeah, of course. You want to know why he wanted 10 more seasons? Because he gets paid off those seasons for not doing anything. He just gave him an outline. He didn't even finish the story, of course. Yeah.
And, Winds of Winter has been supposedly coming. It was supposed to come out last year, I think 2019, 2020. Supposed to come out this year. Well, it's still forthcoming.
People need to stop. Stop. This is one of those guys. There's another guy who's in the comic book industry who likes button-up jeans. That's another one, too. You just got to... These guys have got egos already, right? They don't do good work. His work, a lot of it is in editing and other people keeping it together. They'll never get anything that you actually want done. So just stop. They show up, pass by. Give yourself a break for a little bit. And he's one of them. Oh my God.
Patrick, I don't think that's what it stands for. I don't think that's what Hammer stands
That's
for.
exactly what it is. Yeah.
That Norman Osborn came up with that?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, the old-timey train. There's no way he's going to be still alive to finish these books.
The Swedes are going to finish I've said this for years. The Swedes are going to finish the book. Don't worry about it. He got in a little fight about 6 years ago with the Swedes. So especially after they put together that encyclopedia, and then, they're kind of getting back on good terms again. Yeah. He's about as crotchety as he looks. So there you go.
Well, anyway, who knows?
Hammer doesn't stand for everything. Wikipedia. Does Wikipedia stand for anything?
Yeah.
Hammer don't hurt him. Hammer stands for too legit to quit. All right. I could have sworn they told us what Hammer was. Wasn't it?
Gotta do it fast.
Too legit. Hey. All right.
Up next, we're almost through it. We go into the toys. Not a lot of toys announcements, which is kind of surprising considering the time of year, but NECA is going to be doing some RoboCops.
Yeah, that's not really Detroit, by the way. That is, if you've never been to Detroit before, that's not even close to what Detroit ever looked like. Just to let you know.
Well, this was OCP's Detroit.
Who? Oh yeah,
OCP's Detroit. Whatever.
But
I think that they have a clean looking one. There's this one, and it's got that pretty cool sniper rifle and the little spiky hand thing. And then there's a acid damaged version that will also.
Did he have a sniper rifle? I thought he just used the handgun and could find stuff with his.
The bad guys had those rifles. He might have used it once, but the Clarence Bodiger and those guys had those guns. That's how they could damage them. And then it comes with this one comes with the little fixer upper chair.
Nope, NECA does turtles. This and that's about it.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway. In some oddball news,
Joe, get lost out of here, Joe.
Did you see this story?
This kid
got shot over a PlayStation 5.
They met
trying to sell one.
Did you see the PlayStation 5 afterwards?
Yeah, and how do you go to rob somebody? How do you go to rob a kid of their PlayStation? Take a gun, shoot them, and leave without the PlayStation.
Because now it's all dirty. How did you get that much dirt on a PlayStation? Well, somebody did get shot, though. That kind of sucks.
It does, but he's all right, so that's why I don't feel bad.
Go to a PlayStation, though. Hey guys, seriously, if you can't. What's a PlayStation go for? A couple $100, $400 or $500?
No, that's what it costs in the store. MSRP is like $500.
So what are these things going for?
They were going for $1,000, but I think what I've been reading lately, it's kind of down. It's at $700. So you're really making.
Not worth getting shot for $700
no.
or some dumb shit like this. And if just be smart.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, but kind of sticking with the PlayStation kind of news. I don't know how this is going to be possible, but apparently, some politicians are looking to try to stop the bots.
Good. You know what? Actually, this is something I don't know if you guys have noticed this on Target. What they've done is they've not only done it for that, but they've also stopped. They've tried to slow down the scalping of some of this stuff in their thing, because they used to just go to their website and it'd say hey, it's here. We have this many in stock, 5 in stock, 4 in stock, and they would go limited. Now what they do is say, check the store.
Yes. Yes, you have to go check the store. Well, here to go to your point about what they're selling on their site, not Target, but the other one, your Wally Mart, your favorite.
Mhm.
You know how they let third-party sellers sell things on their website.
It's garbage.
My wife went and spent. We need more Christmas lights. We're like, we need more lights for outside. She's like, all right, well, I got to get ones that match what we got. She went and ordered lights. She's like, I got a couple of boxes. I was like, how much did you spend? She's like, I don't know. It was like $250. Like,
Oh,
yeah. I was like, wait a second. You spent $250 on Christmas lights? She was like, yeah. Why? I was like, because Christmas lights don't cost that much, especially at Walmart. I was like, show me where you bought them. I was like, that's a third party. Cancel that order right now.
That order. Yep, cancel that
And
order.
then I went and I think I picked them up at BJ's. It's like $10, $15 for a box of freaking lights.
Yeah, that's
They're
not.
charging
Yeah,
$60
maybe
each.
I think that's what puts people off. Everybody's so used to shopping online now. I mean, listen, everything's getting expensive. I get it, man. Inflation's no joke, but
It is, but not when things still there. That's just jacking things up.
Is that painted with PS3? Maybe we all have seen Terminator. There is okay. There, I think they could figure this out. Like one way, the bot thing too. In a lot of these is they have the bot code, and a lot of times when you order, there's no bot code entry. You know what I mean? Like you have it during other stuff. They used it for Ticketmaster when they wouldn't let everybody sell out from it. I just don't think the companies care. Why would a company? That's the whole thing. They have to do this because you want to know what the company could be like. Oh yeah, sorry customer, we really care. We just can't figure out a way to stop them. You know a way to stop them? Put maximum orders on them. Order one. Put a maximum. Hey, find the stop signs. Hey, do this. Hey, do that. Put in the code, QRX code. That type of stuff.
They don't care. Like you said, like Xbox and PlayStation, they don't care because one, they're selling all their machines anyway. They don't care who buys them. Two, having these sales in the aftermarket, people talking about them a year later. I mean, this is another Christmas they're getting this out of.
Yeah,
they're getting
making people want it more.
over this again.
Making people want more. It's in the news cycle every single time. That's the worst thing. That's why it's not just that they're selling. It's like, hey, they're commanding on demand. It's like the line, right? Like the
advertising.
Yeah. What are they advertising? They don't even have to advertise it.
No, but it's just keeping it fresh in people's minds. Like, oh yeah, PlayStations and Xbox.
Jedi, what's going on? Jedi, are you coming back this week?
Yeah, I don't know. But 2,600, I don't know. I'm with Lopez with Xbox though.
Yeah, I still rock an Xbox. Well, Xbox One.
It's pretty well lit up with my bargain price lights. All right.
I heard the new television system.
While we're in the Christmas spirit, I'm going to give you a candidate for the ugliest pair of shoes I've seen.
Ooh,
these things are.
Pete, we haven't made it out of news yet. It's almost an hour.
Yeah.
Well, all right, those are ugly.
If JJ will join us.
Trey Young, one gets covered.
Oh, Trey Young, his Adidas apparently. They're
Trey Young's a very interesting looking young man. Anyways, like he purposely makes himself looking interesting. So I would figure this is right up his style.
Yeah, but these. I don't know, but I had to show him anyway. Come on, hop in.
Yeah, he might not be able to. He's having internet problems.
Anyway, then we got these. I do like Dunks, so I always look at the Nike Dunks and these blue raspberries. Well, I'd consider them. They're just blue.
How much are these?
These ones I don't know. I didn't look up the price.
Probably $160, and they put a raspberry on it. And you're like, I'll think about it. No.
Well, they're all blue too.
Yeah, they are kind of cool. That's a cool color.
I mean, I'd wear them. I mean, you can't wear them often, but I would. And then our last
dark
one.
side shoes. That would be kind of dope.
We do. Diodors. We've got some board game shoes. So there's some Monopolies. I think these are the Monopolies.
Really?
Yeah, see, they got Go and Monopoly on the backs of them. But then they also have Operation. They're recolored. There's different ones for Operation.
This is why people fall for TMFs.
Trivial Pursuit. And I don't even know what Cluedo is. I've heard of Cluedo, but I've never played Cluedo. But they also got Cluedos. Just saying.
Oh, okay. Well,
oddball things. That's why I put them in. I just look for the oddball sneakers because I find them interesting to look at.
I want to know, like 2 years. This is what I want you to do. I want to take one of these in like a year later, see if we can get it at Nordstrom Racks. If I see any of these show up Nordstrom Racks, I'm buying you a pair. What size shoe are you? 4.5s, 5s?
No, I think I gotta rock 10s. As I'm getting older, I think my feet are getting bigger. They're flattening out or something.
Zag, no shot, right? No shot. You better be joking. No.
Wow, he did use the pH.
I know. That with the pH, that means it's It's
All right,
legit.
just a quick little bit of comic news. I didn't get to go to the shop. I'm going tomorrow. I didn't get to go to the store today because again, I just didn't have time. Day job work kind of made it tough, but I guess the new Masters of Evil showed up in Avengers 50 today, or this new version of Masters of Evil with like a Kid Thanos and what's that, Killmonger, who's Conqueror of Wakanda and Asgard. There's a Black Skull and a Ghost Goblin. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Phoenix and her pet Berserker. So I don't know. But apparently, not only did these guys show up today in Avengers 50, but they actually first appeared back in that free comic book day. Back in whenever the hell you were able to get your free comic book day. The Avengers Hulk book.
Wow, Avengers got to bring the X-Men. They still stink, huh?
So there's that. And kind of sticking with the same thing, Galactus has a new herald too.
I do that reference,
which also shows up in that same comic. So
who's
Avengers
the Eye Guy? Isn't the Eye Guy's name Orb or something? The Eye of Evil.
Oh, the Eye Guy, yeah, Orb. I think
the Orb, Eye of Evil.
Oh, look, Kazar.
Oh, good.
Kazar's the new herald of Galactus.
No.
Hey.
No.
I don't know why.
No.
But there it is.
Refuse. Is this an Avengers 2?
Yeah, this is the same
How
book.
bad is Avengers? How literally bad is Avengers right now?
There was another story too in that book. I was flipping through it, and there's also like a Thor versus the Brood, and it looks like they're teasing a new King Arthur, maybe. I don't know. There's like a kid called him Arthur. There's a Sword and Stone. I don't know. But that's where we're at with Avengers 50. This is also Avengers 750 with legacy numbering, I guess.
I literally there's that little run like in the 70s into the 80s that's pretty good in the Avengers, but like the Avengers sucks. Like everybody's like, oh, Avengers are so great. That's why Marvel. No, that property was junk.
The Kree Skrull, the Kree War or whatever, Kree Skrull War. Yeah. I don't have those. I need those.
Oh my god. Will this reach Great Lakes Avengers? Great Lakes Avengers are.
We're gonna get to them
because you want to know why the Great Lakes Adventures are good. Do you know where they were from? They spent a lot of time in Detroit in those. All right,
that was finally our news.
Marvel there has been some really bad writing in Marvel lately. I don't disagree. It goes in waves, my friend. It goes in waves. But I think Eric is right. We have got some real bad. Oh my gosh, we've had some real bad. Real bad ones. Wow. Well, news only took about an hour, so that's good.
Well, you also did that box opening too.
Oh yeah, I did the box.
Yeah, we didn't start with just the news. We started the news like 20 minutes in.
Well, I mean, I think that's what the show's become. The shows are literally becoming us covering the news and that, which is good. I mean, it's great. The chat logs really good. I hope they like it. I mean, they kind of look like they like it. So, all right.
What do you want to do next? We got variants. I got my Campbell box. You got your X-Men box. And we've got the tier list. Battle.
Why don't we open? Do you guys want us to open up the J. Scott Campbell box and see? We actually have 2 shots at J. Scott Campbell because the X-Men box that I have, it's closed, sealed, and whatever. But there is in that run a J. Scott Campbell book. So let's do yours first because we know they're J. Scott Campbell's. And we might go digging later on after we do the tier list.
Yeah, you want to do it?
All right. Let's see. You guys want this? Do you want the J. Scott or no? You guys want to go into tier list?
I mean, we can save again. I think these are holiday books. I think that's the one I ordered recently.
Hate it. More cowbell. Oh, make it more cowbell. We'll see what we can do. Okay, so these are supposed to be holiday books or not supposed to be holiday books?
That's what they are. I mean, I bought a few of these variant boxes before. I usually throw like the duplicates in the giveaways and stuff like that, which I will do again if we have some more dupes or books I just don't care for.
What is this? $80 for this?
Yeah, something like that.
$80. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I usually only do it when I have like extra cash. And this popped up like right after I sold that Pop Kill, my extra Pop Kill 3, that Hughes book. So I had a extra comic book money. So like, all right, I'm going to buy a box.
The one
That's also why I bought that box of cards.
What's the girl that looked like? That looked like the girl that jumped on Dave Letterman's desk and flashed him.
Oh, the
Drew
Jennifer
Barrymore.
Lawrence.
Drew Barrymore.
Jennifer Lawrence variant?
No, Drew Barrymore.
It didn't look like Drew Barrymore, did it? I thought it was Jennifer. It looked more like Jennifer Lawrence to me. Anyway, we got our orange paper.
Okay.
We like to wrap them in.
That's what he wrapped.
I'm not going to look. I'm going to try to keep them face down.
Let's see what we got.
Well, we got to open up this outer bag first.
Oh, it went off screen. We think you're cheating now. You're putting stuff into it.
I got to open up this outer bag here.
What is in the box? What is in the box? It's supposed to be the J. Scott Campbell.
What's in the box?
How many do they give you? Do you know?
6.
6?
Usually 6 books.
For $80, huh?
A lot of times, they're the store variant, so they cost more than that. You may figure $20 a book. You're getting 120 for $80. All right. And a lot of times there's signatures in here too. But I'm not a signature guy. That's why I usually give those away because I don't really care all that much.
Real quickly though, before we get into that, TYTV 93, big friend of the show, big friend of the channel. We put his link down below. He actually had to move from North Carolina to go back and help family out up north, New Jersey, New York area. Please watch his last show. Give him a thumbs up. I think he's going to take a little bit of a pause, but we're going to try to get him on either this show or another show, and then we're going to, help him out with some places to hunt up there in that area. So please go watch it.
He's up in North Jersey. I don't know too much, but if he's in the South Jersey more area, I can.
He has to work someplace there. Yeah, who knows? Maybe weekend trip or something. Maybe you guys can meet up soon. All right, aren't you glad you ordered that box? Wow, Eric. Wow. Okay, here we go.
All right.
There could be a SIG. This is like cracking.
Boom.
Spawn's universe with a girl.
What's this? Is a regular Spawn universe? This is just a regular Spawn universe book.
So $4. Good stuff.
Yeah, this is not a good one. That one's disappointing.
Okay, let's see what's next.
What is this one?
Joker with Ninja? What?
Yeah, it looks like a Kabuki Joker and Punchline. Is that her name?
Oh, well, that's something.
It's different. All right.
All right.
See, the problem is I don't like opening the seal because these are all sealed with his sticker.
Yeah.
I don't like opening these up. So if I can't figure out what it is, you need to look at the back.
Can we look at where can I find it? Can I find it on the J. Scott Campbell website?
Yeah, I can probably find it on his site too. I usually do that after.
Yeah, I know, but while you're opening, maybe I should do something instead of chewing on my thumb.
Oh, we got a Magneto.
Okay. Oh, X-Men. Magneto.
Yeah, I'm always down for the X-Men books, and especially Mags is kind of cool. All right, that one I'm not too mad at. Oh, well, I know what this one is because it's got a COA. So.
Oh, he signed one.
War of the Realms. Fan Expo.
So that's an older one. Okay.
Big signature down here.
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad.
What's chat saying? Orange, you glad it wasn't bananas. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got another one.
Another what?
Signature Uncanny X-Men 1.
Is he doing Uncanny X-Men 1 like Lee did the X-Men ones?
I think it might be close to that. This is cover F. And yeah, that looks like the Beast one where he's jumping out.
Black Widows are cool, I guess.
Could be.
That Realm one that you got was Realm 1 Fan Expo exclusive. Yep. Okay.
All right.
$15, not signed, but it's 30% off right now. He's having a sale on that. Oh, that's cute. What else do we got?
Oh, I do have this. This is a duplicate. So this will definitely be given away. This
Harley
Quinn 75. Again, another signed one. So we'll put this in one of those.
Which X-Men did you get? Which X-Men did you get? Which Uncanny, the all new
Uncanny 1F.
Uncanny 1. Which one was? Did it have Wolverine on the cover or no?
No, Beast.
I thought you got
Beast
2
and Shadowcat.
Okay, Beast and Shadowcat. Okay. Some of those go for about 25. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They usually like $20 a book at least. And then the signatures usually get them bumped up too. If I wanted to, you could usually sell a couple of the books. You could sell like half of them, pay for everything, and get a little extra, and still get to keep half the books. But I haven't really sold these. I've mostly just been giving away
covers for that book. Jeez,
it is what it is.
Oh, you should have got the Psylocke and Archangel one.
Oh, I know. I might have one of those already. I know I have
$35 though. $35 for that. Yeah, that's not a bad.
Like I said, I like the Magneto.
Oh, the Magneto one. What's
Magneto one? I do like, and I kind of do like the Joker one. As silly as this is, I don't know. I like that kind of Japanese culture stuff.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
All right.
This Spawn Universe one is pretty disappointing, though.
Really?
Like you said, this is a $6 book. What the heck's this doing in here? I already got a couple of these.
Oh, he did like the swimsuit edition for the X-Men 12. It's kind of interesting.
For who? What was the character?
Jason, it's all the girls. So, do you remember back in the day when they did the swimsuit edition for X-Men?
Yeah.
Like the calendar. Yeah, he did covers of it. That actually looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not huge into the sexualization covers. You know, these things like this where it's like,
I like them.
I get it. It's not just hugely not. It's not my cup of tea. I understand why people like it.
I do have a couple of the Rogues. He did Rogue in the Savage Land. He did a couple of those. Are pretty cool.
Speaking of him, have you ever met? This is gonna sound weird. Have you ever met J. Scott Campbell's wife before?
No, I've seen pictures, but
she's on the road a lot with him. He's saying that's a $38 book for that the Spawn universe one. By the way, I don't know if I agree with that, but anyway, she's very nice too. She usually shows up and we'll do work with him, so that's pretty cool. The Kabuki Joker.
Weird about this that I'm missing? Just a variant of some kind? I don't think so.
Last year needed it. Okay, you still needed it. Well, I don't know how much he likes it.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm got to go through my
the
Campbell.
Savage Lands was that was kind of a take on the they did that stupid
What
the 80s.
He's talking about something. 74, 273.
Oh,
that's the Jim Lee ones, the Savage Land. That's all I'm thinking of.
All right, cool. Man, I should have gone pee during that, but it's all right. Let's go into. Let's go into tier list.
Tier list. Well, you can go while I explain our new scoring system.
Explain the new. Oh, we have a whole new scoring
system while you go run.
Yeah, whole new scoring system too.
Yes, we do. We're doing something a little bit different this time because we're covering two characters, as we kind of mentioned at the beginning. We're kind of pitting them head to head with Ms. Marvel, who obviously has a bigger fan base and a lot more sought after books than Squirrel Girl. But this is also kind of based on potential. So that's how we're going to be ranking this. So keep that in mind when we go through our rankings. It's not just about, this is a great book. If apples ain't to apples. Like a book that's already $3,000 and a 9.8 isn't a bargain anymore. Like I don't see a lot of room left on that book. So just putting that out there for what it is. But what we're going to do is, depending where these things get ranked, we're going to give them a little bit of point system. So this way we can tally up who the winner is going to be. I think we got 12 on each side. So each character's got 12 books that we're going to cover. And if any of them hit the S tier, they're going to get 10 points. So we can get an S tier book at any of their books. They're getting 10 points for that book. If they hit A, they're getting 5. B, 3. You can kind of see where I'm going with this. C, only 2. If they get a D rank book, you're getting a goose egg for D. And if you get trash, well, trash counts against you. If you get trash, that's -5. So you can have your S, but you get a trash as well, it's bringing you back down to earth. So that's how we're going to kind of play it. I don't know. I figured this was the best way to kind of even up the odds for these characters, to see where these books might go. I mean, maybe they'll be mid-range. Maybe we'll have an S here. Maybe we'll have some trash. Who knows? Who knows where we're going to end up with these things? But that's kind of what I was going for, at least, when coming up with the scoring system for this. And we don't need the news background anymore, so I'm going to switch that up. Let's go back to the two of them.
All right.
So you saw the scoring system, right?
Yeah, I hope I didn't know the scoring system at all, but okay, cool. I'm glad you did it.
At the end, once we see where we're at, you get.
I just want to see how this runs. I think this is going to run better. Maybe we'll do it more than once, but I was originally thinking this and then do, if we did Spider-Gwen versus her, it's just like too close. I kind of want like a contender, somebody that can have a little bit of like pre-spectability. So, all right, let's go. What do we get?
We don't have the tier list ready.
It's on me. What?
No, it's not on you because I don't have the tier list ready. You got to give me 30 seconds to get it done.
Okay, 30 seconds to get it done. I will tell you this. By the way, I just ran out and grabbed another one of these. These Red Bulls, these winter ones are really great. Right. Number 2, I have set up some slides for later just so that you people, when we're doing the off talk, and I actually erased that too. We are having a heck of a show where we're just no, it's here. It's here.
We were chit-chatting too much before in the pre-show. Yeah, that's why.
We are hoping that we're going to see some of these books in the box later on and explain why we want to see. See, there's a J. Scott Campbell we hope we get. Once again, I was at Big Ben's Comics out here in Michigan. It's probably a good 45-minute drive for me, but pretty close to No, it's probably like 15 minutes for Obi. But we met up. We did some digging. I should have shown what he got too. And then we did the thing where, see, I don't know if you guys ever have this when you dig with partners. Obi actually is a perfect partner for me to dig with because we kind of like go through, but like also I'll leave something so somebody else can find it. So he's like, hey, I did you? I was like, well, I kind of grabbed a little bit, didn't. And then like we meet up and then split off to 2 different sections and just dig, you know, like go through our.
You go your own way. And you
so
rally back.
It's about 15 minutes for him. So and it's a huge place. If you're ever out here, I know like when I was talking to Andy, it's unfortunate because when I was talking to Comic Man Andy, I was like, yeah, I promise you, like, I didn't expect Motor City to be that busy. So I was like, hey man, I'm going to take you down there. Maybe we'll meet up with somebody and maybe we'll go. And we just never got around to it. So maybe the next time he comes in, maybe Obi, me, a couple other boys, maybe some of the Detroit boys will go down there and figure some of that stuff out real quickly. Also too,
Almost got it.
You almost got it. Good. I'm
kind
of watching what you're doing while you're doing it.
Fighting with me here.
But while we were there, for those people that didn't hear the story, because I do have this LB, we picked up this. So this was sitting up top. You know, everybody's used to looking down now. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
But still show what you got. We're gonna go through this later. Okay, throwing that away with the coffee cup. All right, let's go here. Who's inside? Yeah, do this. Meet up with people that. And by the way, when you're going digging, you just get a feel for each other. But Astro needs somebody. South Georgia. What's in South Georgia? Is that Mobile area, Astro?
Isn't that Alabama?
Oh shoot! Yeah, you're right. That's Alabama.
I'm thinking that's South Georgia's like probably close to the northern Florida. So
is it like by the Panhandle?
Well, it could be coastal South Georgia, too.
I don't know. We'll see where he lives. All right, let's just give away his address real quickly. So here we go. We'll pick one from each squad.
Just go one at a time. Go one. We'll go back and forth.
Yeah, we'll pick one at a time. Okay, not that I moved off that screen though. I was trying to.
I tried to rename them so this way you know what books they are, in case you can't tell from the little pictures.
Tell from the pictures or what we. Well, let's start off with something big then. We're gonna go with her first. We'll just go with the first. Try it off. Marvel Superheroes Winter Special. I actually liked this book before her because it's just a cool cover.
It's like the Larson cover.
Yeah, I like the Larson cover. It's got a lot of cool stuff for it. This book, especially since like the funny part is this, like when you saw big spikes in books, this book didn't really. It's kind of like the same price pre-pandemic, which is no book is the same. Dollar books aren't even the same price as they were pre-pandemic. Like, you know what I mean? Like a $1 book is now a $2 book. Like even they're not the same price anymore. But this book, for some reason, is still, in my opinion, got great value for it because it's still at that pre-pandemic price. I think part of it was because the show never really got off the ground. But I figured that like at one point, especially when people saw it and the rallying, like, do people forget how these things work? Like sometimes those leaked photos and leaked things, it's not, they're leaking them on purpose. They're leaking to see if, hey, why don't you just go leak that real quickly and see if there's still any interest in it? And from what we hear from that show, I think everybody, I don't know. I would think that that's even people that don't read Squirrel Girl or have never read a Squirrel Girl book before would find that type of humor. I mean, that's right up this age group's alley. Like it's right up the alley of Marvel readers and everything else. If you've never read Squirrel Girl before. So I think like that's got to be it's got great value, right? Good book, solid book. It's not 100% it's not so new that like there's a bazillion 9/8 on it, you know, high grade stuff. And you can still get it pretty accessibly, you know what I mean? So I think when we're looking at S tier type books, I think this is an S tier book.
I was gonna say, I know we don't like to start off there, but honestly, that I'm with you on. I'm not gonna argue on that one. And the reason why is because, like you said, this book isn't that expensive. I mean, it's expensive, but when you consider all the first appearance, think of how much America Chavez's first appearance goes for right now. Think of how much that.
Think about what her cameos go for right now. Think about what her cameos go for right now. Not even her first. Think about what her first series.
No, I'm not even talking about Ms. Marvel. I'm not even comparing her to Ms. Marvel here. I'm throwing another character out. The America Chavez.
Oh, America Chavez.
Vengeance book. That's like a couple $100 now for that.
Is it? Oh, I love my life. I bought those for
it's
so
ridiculous.
cheap.
It's definitely $100+, which is why I feel like this one you can still get it for. I'm looking at. Yeah, I just went to eBay real fast. There's $75. There's $150 at auction. There's a
those were
90
those were like the
$50
pre-pandemic prices, like
auction. So still time to go.
yeah.
Still
But
time
there's
to
a
go.
pre-pandemic prices. That's what I'm saying. She's a
Yeah,
cutie.
There's potential here, which is kind of how I'm looking at this.
Talking about the girl. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some hype from this girl. They call it. That's not
Oh,
nice to
yeah.
call her AT&T girl. Come on. I mean, let's figure out what her name eventually. But Squirrel Girl. in the costume.
Melania Valentrub.
Not somebody. I actually. So like the girl that's playing. The young lady that's playing. That's more my type. The Batgirl lady. But I get what people are saying. Everybody's got a different type. Apparently, the comic nerds love this gun. So.
Well, if you watched Silicon Valley, she was on one episode where she was Guilfoyle's, I think, girlfriend. In one episode, she was just walking around their house, just like in lingerie or something.
Okay,
excellent episode.
Okay, but is this? So yes, we're at superior tier for this. Yes, everybody.
Yes.
Okay, chat. Let's stop making comments about what people. I know Zaggy's got apparently a Tom Green and a furry affection at this point. Like, I get it, bro. Next book. Here we go. Since we did number one, this might be a surpriser. If I can do it. Okay. Well, bleeping A.
Which one do you want to go with?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Which one do I want to go with?
Well, start wherever you like.
Well, this is actually a cameo, and this is kind of a.
I put the panel in. If you show one of the ones.
Okay, there we go. This is Captain Marvel 14. That's technically her, kind of.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like that like ever again. And she looks like 60 in this picture, but
yeah, she looks like the I don't know, like this is an excerpt from Bob's Burgers. Like this is Bob's.
I think is this book more expensive than Squirrel Girl, the Marvel Heroes book?
Oh, I think so.
Okay, well, a cameo and more expensive than the Marvel Heroes book on a movie that, I'll be honest with you, I think the Squirrel Girl movie has more appeal. This Miss Marvel movie reminds me so far of what I've seen of Shazam.
Shazam, huh?
Mm-hmm. Of that ilk. So I can't quite put this book because of the price and because, well, it doesn't even look like her.
A lot of Shazam books are getting in my way here. But 9/8 of this are $900 of the cover A.
No,
I get it. The 1 in 25 is tough. The 1 in 25 on this one is hard to find, but we're not ranking it based off of just that. Just the regular cover, $1,000 9/8. Yeah, I'm not paying $1,000 for this.
Do we forget how you're supposed to help us out with this game and not talk about female anatomy in the chat? Yes.
See, they have the variant, the 125 variant. There's a 9.4 up for $9,000.
You think that's A tier at $9,000?
See, that's
for a cameo?
No.
For a cameo. Is that what he
Think
just
of
said?
This. What room do you guys see for this book to go up?
Yeah, like
for
what?
This one panel.
I don't even think it's that good. No, I'm telling you, I don't think this is even a good book. Like, I don't think like this is a good cameo as far as cameos go.
Well, it's not a good cameo, but it is her first. Whatever you want to say about it, as bad as it is, it's a messed up first, but it is what it is. But do you really need to own it for these prices?
I think it's a combination of a bad cameo, a bad book, and a bad price. 3 Bs, 3 Ds. It could be a ghost all you want, but yeah, like he says,
it's not a ghost. Oh, the Connor is, but we're not ranking it off of the variant.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're talking about you're ranking it off a variant of a book that has a horrible cameo in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did cover her firsts like a while back over on the.
Do you like the book at all?
But no, D seems so rough.
Yeah,
I'm
JJ.
C.
JJ,
I mean, D, I can't argue. I mean, you make very good points because I would not buy. I literally would avoid.
Yeah, sell it tomorrow for 500. Good day. I would agree. Shazam was decent, but it wasn't like. That's what I'm saying. Like the Shazam's cameo worth how much he just said? $900? No, like that's not even in these times. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not paying $1,000 for a 9/8 of this book. I don't care. Like it's just not. Nor would I advise anybody to.
The modern first,
Yeah, I would. Yeah, okay. I think it's D to C. It's C. They're putting it in C with you.
See, I can
I
just
think
because
he's giving it
still
a
is
D
technically her
though.
first.
Me and Sticks are kind of on the D thing. And Lopez, I think, put it in the toilet bowl. So I'm not quite sure it's getting out of D.
I'm fine anywhere down there.
Okay, put it in D then. I think we have to. D agreed. Joe agrees with D. Okay, put that in
That's
D.
fine because again, I told you I don't like that book. I would not be buying at these prices.
Now. I can't believe $900. So
yeah.
All right, so we'll go back with. I guess we'll go with 17, which is. Oh, you did it again. Okay,
well, I showed the second print and I showed the regular cover and I gave you her the page where you get muscle back She-Hulk out of nowhere. Don't see her face cameo. That this is.
And isn't the fourth print going for more than like the first print at this point? I think it is. This is just nonsense.
No, not of this. There's no fourth print.
Or whatever this is, the second print?
It's just the second print. Oh, yeah, the second print is ridiculous.
The second print because she's on the cover, which I'll at least give it to her. She's on the cover, but like for the.
Yeah. I get it. Like, this is a hard to find second print, but it's still a second print, reprint of a cameo of a book that's just. Yeah.
Can we stop calling them second prints too? They're reprints. That's what they are. These are all reprints.
I know.
Now this is a good cover because it gives her you first time of her on a cover.
The regular's like $50,
okay,
which is surprising when you think about it. How much people pay for the second print, which is a $5,000 9/8. There's two listed for $5,000 right now, but it's only $50 for the first print.
Well, okay, this is what I understand that. What I will give you about the reprint
90.
is this. What I will give you about the reprint is this. She's on at least she's on the front cover with her being on the inside.
Yeah.
Is she named on the inside? She's named on the inside in this, isn't she?
I don't know. Does it say so on that panel?
I can't see on the panel.
Yeah, I don't know if I can zoom in that far.
All right. Well, I can't put this in D. I'll tell you that. I think it's kind of expensive. It's a first reprint. Yes. D for 14. Okay. I will give 17 though. 17's got to be. I think 17's in the B. I actually like because of the second print. I think I like that book. You know what I mean? And yes, I do own it, but that's not why. I owned the last book too and thought it's crap. So like, it's not because of that. It's because I actually do. I give more. Slab, you're going to slab it. You're not going to look what's inside. You get her in the second print on the front of it. She actually looks like she looks. She's kind of cool.
I'll give you that. Yes.
C. Okay. I'm not going to argue from a B to a C. I mean, I'm not going to. I mean, the price is a little high because
that's where I'm coming at this from, though. I'm coming at this from you're paying $5,000 for this book, thinking this is a good investment going forward.
Yeah, but it's not all about just that. Some of it is it a good book? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like
that's the other question. Is it a good book? Because on the inside it has one page of her showing
that's
her
what I'm
back
saying.
muscles.
But that's what the difference between 14, which is D level, right? No doubt. D level.
Yeah.
And 17 is 17 actually has a reprint with her on the cover.
Yes, it has a reprint with her on the cover, but
if not, it would be trash, right? Like no. You don't think the muscle back is just garbage for?
Oh, the muscle back. Yeah. Oh no, I thought you were saying the book.
No, it's not even a good book though. I'm talking good book wise.
No.
Like character, good book building wise. It's literally trash.
Yeah.
Till you come with the reprint. When you put the reprint out there, she's on the front cover. You have to give that some credibility, right?
I do. I give it credibility, but where it's priced now, I think it's already way more than it should be. Is why I come at it from this perspective. I get it. I like it. I like this cover. I like this cover of her. I like the image. It does look like her. I get it. It's her first cover appearance, but the price is just out of control for this, in my opinion.
I want to say what's up to Chef.
This is.
And I know the holidays are coming up, so Chef Harris, I want to see some of your videos on what you're cooking for the holidays. Lopez, I think Riri is like perfectly good. She's another like champion contender. We'll see who wins this one. Maybe we'll put her up against Riri. All right, C for 17. I think a lot of people are putting that there. Yeah, I had it kind of because of the second print, but you're right.
I'll give you the cover bump for that
but the first print is the real print is garbage. It's garbage book till the second
I have
cover.
it too.
I got it. I got it.
I got the
Yeah.
regular cover. I don't have the second print.
I have the second.
Yeah, but I'm not even
all right.
that heartbroken that I don't have it.
We're going up though. We're going up to do a little bit of
You got to do a little blue.
GLA and GL. What are we laughing at?
I was just laughing at, it's Tippy Toe.
Yeah, this is 2005 Tippy Toe. So for those people that don't know, the other book had a different squirrel in it. The other squirrel, her
Monkey
old
Joe.
squirrel, huh?
Monkey Joe.
Monkey Joe, yeah, was her other squirrel. Also, has got a couple of other kind of cute appearances in it, like her boyfriends and stuff like that. But like this book has got Tippy Toes in it, which is her.
Mhm.
That's the squirrel everybody thinks about when they think Squirrel Girl. Her main
now.
sidekick actually it would be like the dinosaur for Devil Dinosaur, Moon Girl
Mhm.
Dinosaur. It would be the equivalent of that. A little bit different though, because like they lead armies at certain times and everything like that. And even though sometimes she tries to get rid of it, that is her. That's her Captain America shield. I guess
That's her Antony.
Or Robin, right? She's Batman. That's Robin. I don't know what this book goes for, but I could assume a lot.
No, it doesn't. I actually when I was putting GLA into this, I picked the next issue because it has a pretty cool. She's on the cover, but that's not the first of Tippy Toe. So, I was
Great Lakes Avengers for those people that don't know. This is
Great Lakes Avengers 4-issue mini.
Yeah. Oh no, this is the first though. It's supposed to be number 1. You put 404 out here. This is the wrong cover.
You put 3.
What?
You put 3, and I thought I looked it up too, and it said it was 3.
I thought you put 4 up there though. That's what I'm debating.
No, I was picking when I had initially done it, I had gone with the cover that I had liked.
No, you did. This book is 4, not 3, is what I'm telling you. You put 4 up here.
Did I?
Yeah. Okay, but we'll call it 3 either way. And first Tippy. Now Tippy's great.
Myself?
I like
I'm telling you, this is a long day, guys.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's all right. We both have long ones. It's great. Tippy as a 3. I think like if you have Squirrel Girl come in, if you've watched any of the cartoon stuff they've done, any of the like crossover stuff where she with the Miss Marvel.
You're right.
Stuff,
I did put 4. I had 3 initially. That's the one I had picked.
Because you put 3. You got 3 in the other thing though. You have 3 down.
That's right. I swapped it out for 4 for some reason.
You have 3 down there. So if you could put that up, I actually think this is like. I'll be honest with you. I think it's an A-tier book. It's cheap. It's a character that's always around. And actually a lot of her comedy revolves around Tippy Toe. Like her character, like the style that her character's written in, some of the funniest stuff that comes out of it is because of Tippy Toe. So I would think that A would be 3. Or 3 would be, it says GL3 on it too, by the way. The marker does.
I know. That's why I had swapped everything around. And like I said, I confused it. But just so you guys know what I'm talking about, this is the one I wanted initially, and I somehow swapped it out for the wrong one.
And this
is a cool cover,
crazy because it's army. Well, Tippy Toe's the only one that survives. She has like this whole Squirrel army, and like Tippy Toe is like the last surviving member of the army. There's a lot of squirrels that die, by the way, in this in her life, but
they are squirrels. They don't have a long
good fun books. Yeah, I think it's a good fun. I think they are good fun books. I just think that character is good too. I think Tippy's got. These are one of those books where you can sneak out, like all of a sudden you can get it in the dollar bin.
Yes, right you can if you go
and
digging,
then, like,
you can still find
if they ever come up with a show when the Pump and Dump channels are playing it, you're like, I used to buy that for $1. How about that? You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I think that's got really good potential. I like the book, and of course, I'm a fan of the Great Lakes Avengers because
it's like $3 on my comic shop that's selling for. The whole
like
set of 4 best offer under $14.
It's comedy nuts. B for Tipsy Toes. Why? Could be like Sebastian was in Suicide, stole the show sometimes. Yeah. Okay.
But there was no comic for Sebastian.
That's why I'm putting it as an A, though. You know what I mean? And plus, they have to have Tippy in there.
Yeah. I'm saying, if Sebastian had a comic, and if Sebastian and Suicide Squad was a Marvel movie and not DC, that book would be like, look how much Jeff the Landshark sells for. Look how much people buy Jeff the Landshark books for these days. So, come on, give Tippy Toe some love.
Do we think it's A though? Are we agreeing on A? Man, this is not looking good.
I mean, if it was B, I wouldn't argue
the champ right now. The champ's Miss Marvel, so the challenger might be taking down the champ at this point
because her books are cheap. That's kind of where I'm coming at this from. Like,
yeah, but they're not good either. The 2 we've shown are not good. They're not good books.
What? Oh, for the champ.
Yeah, for Miss.
For the champ. But she still has some books. She still has some fights.
She got some bangers. Okay, let's go. So put number 3 up. Let's put number 3 up.
Where am I doing? A or am I doing B?
A. I think we have to go A, right?
All right. Well, she's in the lead.
Hey, what's going on, Ruben? I know you're back and forth.
Strong lead right now.
That's what I'm saying. She's killing it right now. Let's give you one that I don't actually I don't know. I think we might. I think we might have difference of opinions on this book. We're gonna do another Squirrel Girl one. Okay. We're gonna do the Comic Fest. You choose your own story when you're on. I don't give a crap. I mean, like, if you could get this book for free, it's fun. It's fun. If you could still pick it up for free, but you can't. It's
still an issue 7, really, that they reprinted as issue 1, which I don't really understand.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's one of those weird variants that it's hard to find, I guess. Whatever.
But I wouldn't be. I find it for $1. I pick it up for smiles, but other than that, I'm not.
Yeah, I have it in the D. I have it pretty close to trash. I have it low.
I would be fine with D. Like, no points. Thank you. Come again.
Oh, Tipsy's no rocket C tier. Oh, God, Lord. All right. Okay, so sorry about that. We've cut through a couple of the Squirrel Girls. Let's go back over to.
So wait, where are we going with D for our?
Yeah, we're going to D. I think we're going with D.
Well, I don't know if anybody wants to argue that one. All right, yeah. So we got 3 Squirrel Girls. We got to go back to Ms. Marvel. Kamala's turn.
Okay, Kamala Khan's turn. Let's go. Is somebody arguing the Halloween thing? D.
Nope. Obi with a D.
Obi, good stuff. That's what I like to see. That's why we hunt so well together. All right, next up. The Miss Marvel, or this is the 1.1.
I only put the first print on there. I know there is a second print.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a variant for this as well?
There's a variant for this one. Too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to put all the different covers on there because, all intents and purposes, people know this one now. All right.
I actually, for some reason, I like this book.
I sold too many of these books way too early.
Yeah, me too. Way too more. That doesn't mean I don't have 2 laying around. I do have 2 laying around, but I still
I think I still got 1. I got 1 or 2.
So are we calling this the first appearance? First appearance?
It feels more that way to me. That's how I view it, but I get it. I'm not going to discount cameos because it was her. It just sucks.
A? It is A. Is it A? Is it S? I don't know.
I don't think I could go because it's kind of pricey.
The variant?
And then you got the other options with the variant.
I do like this. This is a sexy book. This is a sexy book that's got all of it in it. It's got her inside. It's got a story. It's got definitely name. She's in costume. She's on the cover. I mean, this is as sexy as a book gets.
Well, what goes against
for a long time, it was really cheap.
Yeah, but what goes against it is it's not really the first because there's 2 other appearances before.
Well, those are cameos.
I know. I'm just saying it is what it is, though.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it takes it away a little bit. I'm not saying it completely destroys it. I'm just saying this is why I would agree I'd have it at A, but I don't feel this is S. Also because it's not cheap now. Like if it was still cheap.
But this is why I argue that it's S, because I think when you look at what's in C and D, like that's taken away. You know, these people that like to start these conversations and cause it like, well, it's not really not that you're saying that you're doing that, but that you hear, well, it's not really her first because her first was technically the cover of a second or a reprint. Well, not in this world.
I'm just saying the existence of those books, whether it be what I believe or not believe, takes a little bit away from the book. And as I hit up my middle mini fridge here.
All right, let's pop it up to A.
I feel good with it as an A.
This is the problem. Yeah, S. Okay, its appearance this time, but do the cameos distract from it too much? I actually think that the cameos help right now. In the end game, I think eventually cameos are going to start taking a back seat again, and when they do, it's going to benefit. I think there's still room on this book. I don't think there's any room on these cameos. And I'm talking big gapping room. I'm not talking inflation room. I'm talking big gapping room. I think there is throughout the covers across the board on 0.1. And that's why I think where we get like some S tier votes in this.
I don't know, $400 for a 9.6.
Yeah, $400 for a nice
$237.50 for a Raw. Like, I don't know if there's a lot of room on it.
Compare, yes, there is.
I mean,
because go look
I
at
see one
Riri.
$65. Yeah, $65.
Now I'll
ain't
tell you
bad.
this. Now I'll tell you this. This is why it doesn't. If that thing becomes what I think it is as a TV show, it's still going to be better than Shazam because of Marvel always seems to be able to hold better. But like it's they better
$1,298 though.
They're going to have to move it really quickly into Secret Warriors / Champions or something to that effect. They're going to have to team her up real quick, and then eventually move her over into Alpha and Omega. So, but are you arguing, Eric, if this is her first appearance? Because I don't think that's what I'm saying. I think this is a solid first appearance of her. I don't think I can argue that this isn't her first appearance. No, 2 cameos make a first full. That's hilarious. All right.
I'm just saying each of those cameos takes away. It's the same thing with Invincible. Well, somebody brought up Riri. The Invincible Iron Man 7 and 9, it detracts. It just does.
But this is the problem. There's going to be people pushing that narrative all the time to try to detract it. I don't find that a bad thing. I find it a good thing. And I see future where people are going to become more educated and saying, you know what? There's a difference between 181, which originally was listed as 180 was originally listed as a first full, or even Gambit's, where it was, okay? And now this first full thing.
See, I use that argument you just made against you because I don't feel like anybody has been educated, because I feel people still, knowing what they know, will make their decision based on what they have, whether it be 180 or 181 or Gambit with 266 and Annual 14. Like, whatever book they own is the one they're going to argue for.
See, I disagree. I think like when you see the waves and flows and the ebbs and flows of the market over decades now, but like when you actually see how some collectors ebbs and flows work, there's a lot of times where there's this tier of group, and when the wave comes in, they're on top of the wave because they're just buying everything up. But then like when the wave starts to go down, they sink real fast. And the rest of those people who are kind of been floating in the middle and been like, okay, well, I had that book because it was a decent price for me, whatever, start picking up some of those books. And then the price re-raises on that book. And that's what I see in price one. That's why I say I still don't think it's at its epics. Like, I think it can still gain and have.
I know, and that's why I have it at A, because I think it can still gain, but I don't think it has like the huge upside potential that Squirrel Girl still has, because yes, I could see if for whatever reason she becomes a big hit, her book could be where these books are at like $1,000.98 as opposed to, this $50-$75 copies you can buy right now.
Right.
That's how I'm looking at it. Whereas the point one is already kind of pricey.
But you're focusing 1,000% on price, where I'm focusing.
No, I'm doing it partly on price and partly on those cameos, which are still there, muddying the waters.
Let me ask you a question on this.
Yeah.
Push the cameos away. Push everything away. Take this book as a first appearance book. Story, inside, name, costume. Is this a quality first appearance?
Yeah, and that's why it's A.
Yes. And now, if the price could go up on this book, would that make it S tier?
No.
You think? No. Okay.
Not just because it's going to go up a little bit. I'm not talking about, all right, well, you pay $250, you can get $300 for it. Yeah, $50 is nice. I'm not saying $50 ain't nice, but I ain't in the habit of spending $250 to make 50. Like, that's.
Oh, I'm not just saying that. I just, no.
That's kind of what. That's what. Again, I'm mixing.
All right, we'll leave it at A. We'll leave it at A. I actually think me and half a chat think it's S. The other half chat thinks it's A. You think it's A. Okay, we'll leave it there. We won't argue. I mean, we've almost argued this one to death.
We can. I mean, I'm not gonna.
No, leave it.
If the chat really wants to push it to S, I'm not gonna, throw a hissy fit.
All right. No. Nobody's. Nope. The one good thing is, well, that was the wrong book. Nobody's actually done it.
Also, why we could have used a third.
Yeah. All right. That is why we could have used a third. The next time we have it, we'll put up 2 days in advance. And if anybody's into like any of the characters we're talking about, feel free. You don't even have to show yourself. Just come on so you can help argue one case, or at least get me and him to. All right, here we go. We've got GL Xmas. Okay.
I forget this guy's name now.
Okay, yeah. So GL Xmas, the reason why I put it in, I know it's Dr. Tannenbaum. There's a couple other firsts like in here, but that it's known for Dr. Tannenbaum's first. It's kind of like they start doing these Christmas holiday special covers, and they were funny. It actually is kind of this is where Squirrel Girl, like, really, the humor in Squirrel Girl really takes off. Like, it always is kind of in the JLA, but like, this is kind of it, right? Like, this is where it goes. This is, you see the future writing for it.
So are you saying this is more like when Daniel Way got a hold of Deadpool?
Yes.
Decided to take it to a different level than what mild humor the Merc with the mouth might have had before, where it actually became more.
You mean the knockoff
humor.
of a DC character was before, and then he made it funny? Yes, 100%. Yeah. So I think this is like the start to the opening of it. Like, it was a complete joke off of a book, right? I mean, Dr. Tanner, the whole thing. If you haven't read this book, it's stupid. It's like, in a good way, it's stupid. So. Also pretty cheap, but I don't think it's like the end all and be all. You know what I mean? Like, as far as dollar books go, or a couple dollar books go, you know, I mean, it doesn't. Are they going to bring it if they do a Squirrel Girl series? Yeah, they're going to bring in They're going to bring in Dr. Tannenbaum around Christmas time, because, you know, think about, like, that's how they, like, if you even watching Hawkeye right now, it's kind of cool, like, how they do some of the stuff. But
it's like $8 to $15 this one, surprisingly.
It's $8 to $15. Okay, so I'm moving that down to C. I'm moving it down to C tier now because of price. Like, I have it C tier's price at $18.
I mean, there's like a $5 copy here and there, but the ones actually selling are selling for like $8 to like $12, and there's a couple $15.
I mean, under a $5 book at $5, I can have this in B. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no, I agree with you.
$20.
C feels more. There's not much more upside to this than that.
There's a lot of upside to it, but I mean, it's not that. I mean, book's funny. The book's funny.
Come on, I mean, like, to your point, if we do get Tannenbaum,
you said Arm Busting Out is a $900 book. So
I'm just saying, you're talking about if they do a holiday episode where we get Tannenbaum. I mean, Batroc the Leaper didn't set the world on fire.
I got $5 that Tannenbaum character is going to be hot if it ever comes out, dude. $5. I'll buy the book for you.
Well, that's because you know, everybody will start talking it up, and then all of a sudden it'll be a book that you have to have.
I'm talking like after the pump and dump nonsense. I'm talking like where it's going to sell.
No, I like it. I think it's fun. That's your point. Like you said, I agree with what you were saying. It's just, but yeah, as far as potential goes, it's I think it's right in that CB range. But considering it's already in that kind of like $10 kind of range,
yeah. All right, let's try to give you one that's not.
Ceiling.
What are we doing here? Number 5. Oh, this is the bird character.
This is the bird guy, the doctor.
Yeah,
his name.
Well, no.
Bird.
Yes. Okay. Well, a couple things.
The Thomas Edison bird.
Thomas Edison, which we didn't even put Thomas Edison in here. I don't think. Maybe he is in one of the other ones. MM5, but it's also, isn't this? No, because this is just Miss Marvel. Okay.
This is the first run of Ms. Marvel.
This character is going to be done real quick, just to let you know.
Yeah. Well, they are also, as somebody cast as Birdman for her show, so. I don't know if that means we're going to get him, a bird person.
C at best, maybe D. Maybe trash.
No, I wouldn't go that far because
D. Yeah. This is why I'm worried about Miss Marvel. I swear to God. I swear to God, this is not like Miss Marvel is great. There's some good storyline stuff, but like this first Miss Marvel
she has the same problem I've seen that Miles has. I like the characters, but they don't have a strong rogues gallery yet. Like, who's Miles' villains that are just Miles?
Well, Miss Marvel's best villains. Miss Marvel's best villains are the classic Marvel villains.
Exactly.
It's not till she starts teaming up with people that start. Well, no, that's not true. Volume 2, and we'll get to it later. Okay. I know
you got that oddball.
CD.
Yeah, that's what I meant. CD, but I don't know where to.
Eric's got D. Put it in D.
D.
How much does that book go for? It can't be much.
That's what I was looking it up. I see a copy listed for $14.
Oh no.
There's a second print listed for $50.
Of course.
But, that's because people like that. There's a $25 first print listed. No. Those are listed. Now let me quickly check.
They might be moving tough. All right, put in D.
Let me just quickly look at sales. See if I can see anything sold. $12. $8. My comic shop.
$8. There you go.
So with those prices,
D.
Yeah, I'm still in that C minus, but yeah,
D.
We'll go D.
Eric put a D up there.
I think it's gonna be a $20 book. Like if we do get this bird villain person, it's easily gonna be Well, the week that it happens, it'll be a $30 to $40 book.
And then it'll
after
fall back
that,
down.
it'll settle
No,
into that
the week
$40 range.
that it leaks, which is the week before it shows up, it'll be a $30 book.
Yes. And then all of a sudden it'll just linger because people won't want to let go, and it'll
And
just
people
be a
won't forget
$20
about
book
it,
from here on
yeah.
out.
And then like a year from now, it'll be a $5 book. All right. So I was going to do this, but now I'm not. I'm going to do a competition.
Where are we at? We got to go back to Ms. Marvel again, right?
We're going to go back to Squirrel Girl.
I thought you snake it. I thought we're doing a snake draft.
Sometimes I don't. We could do Miss
All right,
Marvel
well,
again.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
We could do Miss Marvel again, because if we do Miss Marvel again, then we could do this. We can lead into this. Champions #1. Does this book have heat? I think Steve Horn always talks about this. I think, doesn't he?
I always look for it. They're all gone from the cheap boxes. I've looked.
Mm-hmm.
They've cleared out of those, dollar bins and discount, backstock boxes.
I would say besides, I could see most of this happening somehow, except for Kid Cyclops redone and Val. But
matters.
I could see something with Cho, something with Marvel,
Sam Alexander,
something with Alexander, and maybe you would add in like a Reptilia, or get your way to through this, and you get your way to a Spider-Gwen / Squirrel Girl. I could see that occurring.
But do they do a Champions and a Young Avengers? Like, do they really double up on the young heroes? That's my only concern of them doing that.
It is a good series.
Is it one or the other?
I think it's at least a B. I think they could do both. If they're doing Miss Marvel, how young Miss Marvel is right now, like honestly, Miss Marvel is literally, if you've watched what they're doing, it's very young. It's going to be the first time they kind of try to hit with a main series in that like tweeny demographic area for live.
Well, because I think they're going to want to do with her on the shows what they did with her in the comics, which is let her basically replace Peter Parker, because we got to age up Peter Parker, so let her be the high school hijinks point of view character that people can follow. Because Peter Parker,
the problem with her is she's a great catalyst to some other characters. Honestly, she's a great catalyst to Alexander. She's a great catalyst to Squirrel Girl. She's a great catalyst to Ghost Spider. She really is. But by herself is not. It's her by herself. In my opinion, what you won't get as full of a buy-in. You know what I mean?
Still $15-$20 right now are a lot of these champion ones.
Don't forget there's a second print. Okay.
I'm not even talking about the other printings or the 1/100 that I showed.
No, we're not talking about that one. I think it's B. I think it's a B book. Like, because if they do, I hope after the first season they don't give up on Miss Marvel, and I hope.
I can argue that
the Dr. Einstein shit's terrible. So I get B.
I can go with B. I'm not going to argue too much there.
She can't carry a series. I know. That's why, because she doesn't have a rogue gallery. She can't carry a series. Well, we'll see. Hopefully they'll introduce Squirrel Girl and then story over, because those two are a great tag team. Or hopefully they introduce somebody else. And I mean,
you're also hoping like, we're talking about a short series. Like, can she carry a few episodes? Probably.
A few episodes.
We're not talking.
Listen, Cho can't carry a series either. And I'll be honest, I like Alexander. He couldn't carry a series either.
No, he can't carry it on his own.
No, they can't. None of those characters can. You have to have them in the gallery. So, in my opinion, but my opinion counts for me and myself. What was that? Champions getting rid of that. Okay, so then we're gonna go to the other side. Unless we got somebody else.
Squirrel Girl?
Kids will love the series. I think they will, because they like it, especially if they can get some of her friends in there. So we're gonna go to the other side. Something that I always think is good, and I think the next step where they're gonna end up going is into Rising. This is Rising Zero.
This kind of is for both of them, though.
It is. I don't know why we put this in the Squirrel Girl section.
Because she needed more help.
I don't know if she did. I could have added to some more goopily gook.
But I mean, as far as where we do have these crossovers.
Wasn't this under IDW? It was, right?
This one? No, I don't think so.
Or was that Omega and Alpha? One of the two was.
Were they IDW? I thought they were all just Marvel. But they did Omega and Alpha, and then they had all of the individual characters.
I don't think Cho can.
I have some variants coming up later for our variants on a budget. Tying in.
Well, either way, I think Rising's great. I think it's a good series. I think it's cheap, and there's a bazillion copies out of it. And
this one was free.
Yeah, that was just free.
Well, yeah, thanks, buddy. But I think it's still like a C book, right? I don't think it's much better than a C book.
No, but
And by the way, they already did the cartoon on it, and it turned out not so great. Like the movie cartoon thing, it was okay. But
okay.
like some of their other stuff, like the Alpha Mega stuff, was better. So, what did you say here, real quickly, Eric? You think Cho? Is it because you did a deep dive, though? You think he could be? I don't think Cho could carry a series for himself.
No, he at the very least, we have a show with Hercules. I'd watch that. That's a series, but that's him 50% of a series because you have Herc. Him on his own as Brawn or whatever, or even with his sister.
No,
he's not into that long term. That's like short stretch.
I mean, but they could do the same thing with Miss Marvel, where you give a little sixer, throw a little sixer in there, and throw a little cameo.
Yeah, give me 4 to 6
throw
episodes.
Sixer,
I can probably get on board for that.
Cameo sixer, something like that. What are we're mixing drinks with a cameo sixer. All right, okay, kids got to run. Oh, all right, Sticks. We'll catch up the replay later. You can always catch it up. Yeah. Well, Sunday went long as usual. Okay.
Yeah,
actually, every day.
Where are we at? We just did a Squirrel Girl. We
need another Squirrel Girl, so we'll go.
We're on 515. You can basically go anywhere you want.
Okay, so we're gonna go UG Unbeatable Squirrel Girl number 1,
Volume 1.
Volume 1, number 1. Volume 1, number 1. Wow, these are some great.
I like the variants.
This is her first friend, right? This is Nancy, her BFF, and this also gives us Thomas, who becomes Chipmunk Hunk, and the modern day first like this is like her. Now listen, this is what when you're doing Squirrel Girl, don't get sucked up in new costumes, okay? Like don't
go one.
This is one. This is the costume that she's most famously known for. Yeah, but there's places that will say new costume and they change the belt to red.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know what I mean? This is like legitimately her.
Well, I only say that because we do have a book later that is a new costume.
Yeah, this is where they like get rid of the furry. Her eyes aren't crossed off anymore. Like she doesn't have the furry front as much. She gets this costume with the little jacket, the little bomber jacket, what she's most notably known for, right? Yeah, the Rescue. Did you call it Rescue Rangers?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Cool. She does look really good. I like the book. This is where she, like I said, the Christmas special kind of leads into this. This is where she gets like into that type of humor. And I think it's harder to get now, though. I'll be honest with you. I think you have to put it in the B level. Yeah, probably in the B. It's not even that great. Like you're not getting a ton of new stuff. You're getting Nancy out of that. You're getting a new bomber jacket. Maybe C even, really, to be honest with you.
No. If we're gonna factor in some of the ancillary things, which are like that, Art Adams is a tough book to find. Even the Scotty Young is kind of hard.
You didn't want to do that in Champions and other stuff. Now you want to do.
I know. I'm just kind of loosely factoring it in here because there's also like the later prints on that first series. I mean, I was looking at these for do a video down the line. Like there's like a run of the third prints and second prints of this first run that are just hard as hell to find.
I get that, but it's not all. Yeah, I mean, but
no, I know,
making it hard to find isn't also helping us out right now either because it's hard to find. Not easy to get in the dollar bins. Not easy to get for $5 or under. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which limits the upside. But I still think this is still her.
All right. Well, if we're gonna do that, then we're gonna switch back over Miss Marvel number 1.
And I like this one too.
And her 8 prints. I do. I think it's getting a little pricey there.
What do you want to put
pricey, but we can put it in B though. I mean,
I'm in the B.
It's the same type of book. It's like that's where they tie. Like this book right here.
Yeah.
Their ones is where they tie, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit of room, not a ton. I still like them. They're finally getting their own series in both books where they're the focus.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Yeah. B feels
her color covers. Her color covers? Who? Are you talking about all the ones?
The later prints.
It's the same thing. I actually hate that. I hate when they.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the color.
Give us something different, but not inside art. You know, like that's the one thing that I do like.
I'd rather have inside art than a color change.
That's why I was so pushing for in C when we had 17, when we had the reprint. Like, that's why I was actually pushing for that because it was something different. It means something. Yeah, I think that's kind of low at C, but whatever. I mean, we already graded it, so we already graded it.
It's just so expensive. That's again why that one
Marvel Blueprint. Didn't you get that in Walmart packs or something, or in the Meyer packs? I think you got in the Meyer packs. Miss Marvel, the whatever reprint was the blue one. I think you could get those in Meyer packs. Those little $5
The
Meyer
dark
packs.
blue one or light blue one?
Light blue.
Light blue, I think, was like 4.
4. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it was red for first, blue second. Or maybe it was 5. Green, yellow, light blue, pink, purple, or something.
Whatever. They didn't need that many copies of it, but they sure made them.
They made them. But still, B feels good. Moving on.
He feels good. Okay. Why do we have a 1 in 50 here?
2, 4, 6, and 2, 4, 6. We're still even up.
Even up. Okay. This is what it.
Oh,
13.
First Cameron, this Inhumans character, this kind of like a glassy ice looking dude.
Yes.
He is cast, so he is part.
That's her first. Okay, yeah, you know who he is. That's her first boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's going to have that high school. That's the kind of stuff they're going to tell in the show. It's going to be the high school.
She has another boyfriend later on, but this is her first. This guy, there's something that happens to him too. Like his family knew their family and then came back.
Yeah, it was kind of like a family. Oh, this is say hello to this nice young man. Not an arranged marriage per se, but
Yeah, no, yeah, they came back.
Spend time together.
Well, after he got hit with the mist, yeah. All right. Is this an expensive book or no?
The A is not that bad. That Women of Marvel variant's pretty expensive.
Do know this. C, because this character is going to be done later down the line.
It is going to be kind of done. That's the thing.
Very
kind of
short shelf life for that character.
Yeah, so that's really the top end I could do. I do like the variant if you can find it, but it's already pricey. It's only if you can find it cheap.
Mm-hmm. Which one's the
little picture down below? That's the Women of Marvel.
Guys,
I think it's a Jill Thompson cover or Erica. I can't remember.
Okay,
I just did it too this week. I just
did
that on Monday.
Well, cool. I mean, that's it. That's it right here. There she is. That's he's gonna be there, but he's also gonna be boo.
Yeah, C is top end for me though. I'm
just gonna swing on one of hers real quickly since we're talking about
it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
We did boyfriend and boyfriend, right? Kind of. Did we or no? All right. We're gonna do this weird one. It's gonna be
this is your weird one.
Yeah. Well, I put in a weird one. I was gonna put in some other weird ones, but you already had the Marvel list pretty much done. So this is Marvel 2-in-1. Is this the right one? Yes. The Sinister Secret of Milestone. And why I put that in is because actually, like, Milestone, her first, like, okay, this is going to be hard to explain. So Milestone's got, like, the guy that's back behind, there's a guy that works for Milestone who's a bad guy who ends up becoming a squirrel and then ends up, he tried to kill Squirrel Girl and Tippy Toe, but then ends up falling in love with them. So, and then like hijinks pursue repeatedly throughout her series with he is like Zaggy. He is a furry lover.
So is it kind of like a Stewie wanting to kill Lois and Family Guy? Like he wants to kill her, but he doesn't really want to kill her.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Kind of that type of thing. But then like falls like madly in love. So with Tippy Toe, I think, because now he's a squirrel that's in love with a squirrel, or Tippy Toes. It's corny. That character 100%. If they do a show,
what issue number is that again?
What
issue number is that again?
That was the Marvel 2-in-1 number 72, I think.
70. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna quickly while you were talking it up.
Yeah, I mean it's number 72.
See what we're talking about price wise.
50 cents. It's still 50 cents to this day. You might be able to get
99 cents at auction. Buy it now. They're like $5.
How much? 59 cents.
$5, $12, $5.
What does it say? Why are they selling for $12?
First appearance of Death Urgel.
Yeah, Death Urgel. That's the guy that turns into the squirrel. Yes.
Death Urge.
Death Urge. Death Urge.
Yeah,
Death Urge. Death Urge.
Somebody added an L. Oh, it's an exclamation point. It's really tiny print. That's what. Death Urge. But yeah, The Might of Maelstrom, 1981, $3. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. It is a pretty cheap book. This is something you might find in the dollar bin. It might not be in 9/8 shape. It might be
no. Well, yeah, I mean, but obviously it's something that I literally didn't look up the prices of. Like, this is stuff I see in the dollar bins when I pick it up, and like it obviously is doing okay, like $5 book. So I think we could put it in the C.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be comfortable with C.
He's not going to be hugely. He's not. Well, yeah, I mean, you got to think like her. This is the problem where Miss Marvel's got this rogues gallery that sucks. Squirrel Girl's got this rogue gallery that is going to show up because like it's two completely different things. Miss Marvel, let's be honest, deals with serious real life issues at points in her thing. Like we're gonna get this, and I have a friend who is very worried that is the reason why, because people are going to pull that bullshit. It's political agenda card. No, it's somebody that's what their life looks like. Like
that's their life.
That's their life. So it's not a thing.
It may not be your life.
It is. It's not your life, but is what the fuck it is. Where Squirrel Girl is funny, is like it's comedy. It's Who Killed Kenny. Like it's Family Guy. Like,
but then I still kind of worry though. Even though they show up, are we going to get like a MODOK kind of situation where it's like, all right, they show up?
No. They ruined MODOK. So the problem with it is like with MODOK, right? Like MODOK, they took it too far. They had a little bit of a hit. It was kind of like it's kind of like, because somebody brought him up earlier when Eddie Murphy did Gumby, right? Funny. But then he took it a little too far eventually, and then it got kind of
you can't keep coming back to doing.
You can't keep coming back to that well, and I think that's what happened with Maddox or MODOK, because they could have made him better and like more weaponized and everything like that, but they didn't, and they could have had him fight, these two, but they didn't. So I think you got to put in but it's going to be somebody big in the background. Like eventually that book is going to be. I'm telling you, because this is the other part. The Pumper and Dumpers are going to love the shit out of this book because it's going to be a $5 book. They're going to be able to find it in anything, and they're going to be like, "Oh yeah, see, it's a squirrel that falls in love," not knowing that it causes like that interplay is integral to her humor. Oh, look who's on. He's not giving it to us. He's coming on to ruin our day. Oh, James. Oh, JJ, are you going to wreck my day on Squirrel Meets Squirrel Love here or what?
Yes, whatever it is, trash.
I just think
I don't know what it is.
No, so there's it's the first Death Urge. Now he's still like a humanoid at this point. He didn't turn into the squirrel, but Death Urge's story in Squirrel Girl is eventually like he's trying to kill them, Tippy Toe and Squirrel Girl, but eventually becomes a squirrel and then falls in love with them.
Yeah. Bottom line, we're talking about a $1 book that's really cheap that it probably would show up if they do something with Squirrel Girl.
So it's like Sword in the Stone.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I have it at B, but Pete laughed at me.
I like it at C because there's still a ceiling to this.
I guess C. I don't know.
All right. We'll get to the next one. We've been talking about Squirrel on Squirrel Love too much.
Yeah, we have. We've been doing this for like an hour now.
Okay. So now this, speaking of like putting it in there, this is Amulet. I got a special spot in my heart because he's from Dearborn, which isn't too far from me either. Also, like the artist was local who did this. And I think a book that a lot of people forgot about. And if you hear about some of the stuff, rumors behind the scene of the series of what's actually going to be happening there, and as much as we have, and they've already given you the first boyfriend that's not going to be her long-term boyfriend, I think this character, Amulet, actually does fit a little bit down the road with us seeing him, like not announcing him. Yeah.
What about the best friend? The whole Ducky situation with Bruno. Like, I think they're gonna have to build.
Oh, we're gonna have him. He's gonna replace the other one. Yeah, but he fits into the whole Ducky thing. Like, he fits the guy's name is not Ducky, by the way.
I know the guy's not. I'm saying he was the friend.
Who was the friend? Amulet?
Bruno.
Oh,
not
Bruno.
Amulet.
No, Bruno becomes her boyfriend. They like kiss.
I know, but they did, but then they didn't because then
Iron Man
world
interrupted
ended.
them. Well,
the universe ended, and then they kind of came back to it again a little bit later.
Right, but you could see Amulet as being like the cousin / I can't say that word because, the guy that would get in between a girl and a guy that like each other, because he's kind of like he doesn't really like her, but he just does it. He thinks he's being protective, but he's not really. He's just blocking something.
He's blocking.
Yeah,
a rooster block.
Yeah. Only took us 2 hours to get there. But that's kind of where you could see it coming in. And then eventually him having some powers and just being like the chubby kid that's in Spider-Man.
Ned.
That's
The lovable sidekick Ned. Yeah. This is him to Miss Marvel.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And you can still find these dollar bins, man.
He's more of a wingman, less of a blocker, so to speak.
Well, that's how Amulet's going to be, but they're going to play in the blocking mode because we know like it's not so much blocking, but it's like he's going to interrupt every time, like Tony Stark did when what's his name and Bruno and her were about to kiss. You know what I mean? Are we getting too deep in Miss Marvel? Why do we know this much about Miss Marvel? Yeah,
we're through the looking glass.
Yeah, there's $25 sales on that book though.
Oh no way! I just found the other week. I found one.
Just one actually. I shouldn't say there were 20. There was one
print for that.
There's a lot of $10 to $12.
I think there is a second print for that too.
There is a second print. Mm-hmm. But a lot of $20 to $25 asks on this particular book.
Yeah, but it's not selling for that. I think that's where it gets to be eventually. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a lot of $20 to $25 asks, but it is selling more in that like 12 buck kind of range.
He's not going to be Zaggy. He's not going to be the purposeful one. He's going to be the one that like busts in and goes, "Hey, we got to go save this building from blowing up." And we might have actually seen him in a preview already, just a glimpse of him. So
doesn't matter if it's on purpose or not. It's the result is the same.
Yes, the result will still be the same.
So where are we putting this one?
I think it's got to be a B book. I mean, for price, character coming in, like it wasn't a bad character. It does have a lot of meaning. The book is itself.
Yeah, I mean that. I'm right. I'm straddling the border. I'm not going to argue that one too hard.
B with Eric. Eric's already given us B. So
yeah, between B and C is kind of where, because you can still luck into a couple, out there.
JJ, we doing okay tonight? We're doing good.
Yeah,
good to have you. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. All right. Next up. Okay. So speaking of CBs, so. Koi Boy, this is Koi Boy. Koi Boy first shows up not in the fake Aquaman / combination.
He shows up in the first issue, just like.
Well, he shows up in he shows up in the same one with well, kind of. They don't actually name him. He just.
But they don't name him, yeah. But
in a panel with what's his name? The guy who turns into Squirrel Hunk.
So is it like a Captain Marvel 14 or 17?
Yeah, kind of something like that. Yeah, so he's got the combination Zatanna / Aquaman look going on. He is kind of, so if you look at they put Joe up there, but next to Joe is Chipmunk Hunk. This book also is the first time Chipmunk Hunk, I think, is Chipmunk Hunk.
Hunk.
Yeah. No,
who's the guy that looks like Booster Gold on the cover?
That's Speedball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind
I thought his hair was a little longer.
I was about to say I didn't recognize him.
But so this is the first full appearance of Chipmunk Hunk when he's called Chipmunk Hunk. So it's like his transformation from being just.
Well, I only gave you Koi Boy as far as the.
But this is also Koi Boy. Yeah, this is also Koi Boy. So we get first full of Chipmunk Hunk and Koi Boy as Chipmunk Hunk and Koi Boy. Yeah. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous, but this book is meant to be.
I just want to hear you say it one more time.
And they're meant to be ridiculous. I think this is probably already a $5 book, though. Also, the Chipmunk Niels here dies too, so like that sucks. But it's not on the cover. Aquaman Underoos D to the trash. Ooh,
poor
not liking the rogue sidekicks.
I think it looks more like Aquaman in like formal wear or something.
Wow,
he's wearing like a tux.
$18 asks.
13 and 18. You want to know why? Because of Chipmunk Hunk. It's because of Chipmunk.
No, they're both
right.
First appearance of Koi Boy and Chipmunk.
Yeah, Hunk. No. But I mean, out of the two characters, Chipmunk Hunk's gonna hold a little bit more.
I'm just saying they're both in the listing. They're both sold. They're selling it that way.
Hey, look at this, Thomas. Because of Thomas and hey, how you doing? Yeah. To Squirrel Girl. He's like Zaggy. Zaggy's real name is Thomas Chipmunk Hunk. Telling you.
One sold for $13 too.
That's a little high. Yeah, I mean, well, it is, but I think
and $5 November 8th.
I mean, for who they are, I think probably C-ish. Oh, Chipmunk Hunk.
Yeah, at best, I gotta go see. I can't go.
She trained him, and that's like he's part of the squad. He's like part of the furry squad. Maybe D's not a bad point for it, actually.
Was it Koi like a fish?
Yeah. Yes, that's why he looks like
exactly.
Aquaman. Yes, yeah.
But they're two different characters.
Koi Boy is the worst of the two characters.
Yes, they're two different characters. Chipmunk
Hunk is the one who she trained.
What the heck is the power of Koi Boy?
Talks to fish.
Oh, that's lame.
I think.
That's like worse than Aquaman. At least Aquaman is like all sea creatures.
Well, he used to. No, I think Playboy, he used to talk. I don't know. One of her friends talks to cats, for crying out loud. Like, you know, it doesn't have to make sense.
I don't know if it was like Mr. Nimbus and he controls the police or some odd power. You know?
No, they deed it. They deed it. All right. She got deed. I didn't think it was that bad. That's a pumper special, by the way. It's not actually either one of those like first appearances. It's only the first appearances of them as that character. But you know, whatever.
You're aware
that last one we just ranked. They're right.
I just want to stop for a second and make you aware that you're doing Miss Marvel and Squirrel Girl, and you have no trash books yet on this tier list.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was trying to make the list 20 so that we could put trash books in there. But Pete he's like, we don't have time, and we
have 40
IRL this week. I think for the three of us has been very interesting. But we love you guys, so we made it work either way.
We got a couple more. What do we got next?
We're gonna go back to Miss Marvel. Okay. Shit.
But this is your goddamn Discord channel, isn't it?
Miss Marvel 19. No, like, okay, so this sounds ridiculous with Miss Marvel 19, but the truth of the matter is when we start getting away from the Rogues Gallery that isn't really even her Rogues Gallery, or like Bird Boy or stuff like this is like, how can I explain Discord? It's volume 4, so it's actually like her real, like this is the later stuff too, right? And he shows up a little bit earlier, not as Discord, but like in the same class with her boyfriend that gets blocked all the time. Like they're in the same class, okay? And then he turns into a bad guy, but like a mid-level vigilante bad guy that keeps showing up all the time, and they know each other, and she doesn't really want to hurt him, but then she's got to knock him out one time and stuff like that. He's not trash. That's the future of Miss Marvel villains. That's like,
I was getting bored by your story.
But when we complain about how she's got no Rogues Gallery, this is actually the starting to build of her Rogues Gallery.
So you're saying this is like legitimate arch rival?
Yes. Well,
okay. Sort of.
Yes. C version arch rival. Yes. Yeah. Yes, it is.
He's like the Riddler or something, like the character you don't really take seriously, but he's there all the time.
Is this like a Riddler, or is this more of a ventriloquist?
This is more. No, yeah, this is more
Mad Hatter.
No, this is more like the Penguin / Riddler, right? Like, you know what I mean? He's like there, but you're like, oh, what's he gonna do? Put a couple penguin bombs out? You know what I mean?
I'll give you a D then.
Yeah, fine. I'll take a D on it. I'd buy that book now for $1. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, for $1, there's the upside, I guess, might be there. But
which one was that again? Yeah, there he is. Discord.
That's 19.
All right, 19 it is. But that is his first time in costume, not his actual first. Okay, number Marvel 12. This is Miss Marvel, the new Miss Marvel. You know what I'm trying to say. This is Red Dagger. He's showing up. This is 2004. This is a 2004 series, right? Is it?
No. After that.
2000 and you sure?
Yeah. Well, there were two series that started in 2004 for her, right? Or am I wrong about that?
She had 19 issues that ended, and then this one started. It ran for
so it's probably
38,
2015 then.
And then now they got Magnificent Miss Marvel, which is like another dozen in.
Yeah. Okay. Either way,
doesn't matter. This is volume 2.
This guy's showing up. He sucks, but he's.
It's still not confirmed he's showing up. It's still
pretty much a rumor
showing up. This feels like
that last guy Discord. Listen to this. The last guy Discord that we just. So I think they're not going to do Einstein. I think they're probably going to do this guy, and then they're going to have Discord and Bird Boy kind of work for him, and that's how they're going to feel it in. Like that's going to be the Rogues Gallery under. That's going to be the evil geniuses under it.
Well, he's not really a villain,
huh?
I thought he was more like a anti-hero ally.
Yeah, he's
a vigilante. He's like
he was her first.
Doesn't mean he's a villain though. The Punisher's a vigilante, but he's not a villain.
Well, in her world, she beats up vigilantes. So I don't know what to equate. That's what I'm telling you. Like I'm so worried. Am I frozen? By the way.
Yeah, your video's frozen on the bottom screen.
Awesome, dude. So I am just worried
about this show because of these aspects. Like, you don't have true villains.
You're moving
have,
again.
yeah, I see me. We don't have true villains. We have this type of stuff where it's like the vigilante is the true villain. Remember, Miss Marvel and Squirrel Girl teamed up to take out Ghost Spider because Ghost Spider was a vigilante, and that's all they fought was vigilantes.
Yeah. Well, also remember, like, this show is still going for that kind of younger angle too. So
You know what?
they're not going to be fighting the big bads, the huge world-ending, even like citywide, all big crime bosses. Like your point, they're going to be fighting the lower level kind of things.
But that's what I'm
It's gonna
saying.
be
So,
focused
like,
more on the relationships and more on the interplay of being young.
And that's kind of how Discord is too. It was hard to explain, but if we're calling Discord like the Penguin or like the Riddler, then this is the Joker.
Ventriloquist. He's the Joker to her?
Yeah, that's the big villain. Well, eventually Ghost Spider becomes it, but yeah,
Well, so my understanding of this universe, the way they're pushing it, and I understand nobody will get this reference because they probably haven't watched it, but My Hero Academia has a huge following among younger people.
Yeah, you're on your own with this one.
Well, it's a very popular anime, and they have
and
manga, and they have a big following with the younger crowd, and they have a similar setup where it's like licensed pro heroes is what the kind of the main heroes are, but they have a separate set of heroes that are vigilantes, and they're often fighting each other, but they're also often teaming up.
And that's what Miss Marvel, like in this stuff, like the conversion from after volume 1, like the volume 2 stuff. Volume 1, you got Einstein. Volume 2, you start to get these vigilante characters leading into Magnificent Miss Marvel, and that's her whole pretty much arc till she goes to Champions, and then when she goes back into Omega and Alpha, you get it back there, but then that's just so she can team up with Spider-Gwen, and then you go out to what was that Zero book we showed?
Marvel Rising.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So where do we put
they're hard to find variants if we want to talk about those.
Where do we
they're
put
hard
Red
to find
Spear on
variants for
this?
book too.
This is probably already getting to be a $20 book, right?
Oh yeah, this one already is.
Well, it is.
I mean, I'll take a quick peek just to confirm that, but yeah, this one has already gotten expensive because a lot of people have speculated that they've cast the character already.
The problem with it is this character can stick around for a long time. You know what I mean?
From the Ender's Game movie.
Well, and it's a pretty easy character for them to write.
But yeah.
From the perspective of like if he's a
There is
recurring
some
villain,
weight.
he's got an easy outfit. His
Yeah.
power set is not like an unusual power set or anything.
Yeah, something they can easily translate. Sold prices $18, $20.
So right there.
Best offer on 37.
Are we doing B with this? Can we put it in the B category? I mean, it has potential as being like the guy can stick
I
around
could
for a
put
while.
that in the B because
I'd say
even though
B.
this book is already $20-$25, I still think the character could.
If it was over $20, I'd have an issue with it. Like if we're getting to the $50.
It is. It kind of
No,
is. Right
$50.
around
You know what I mean? 25, 20 is $20. So put it into the B.
Yeah, I think there still could be room because this is a type of character that I still think people could like. And yeah.
Okay, I gotta do 2 a Squirrel Girl.
Yes, you got to get back to Squirrel
Okay,
Girl.
so this is actually when you get away from Squirrel Girl's like half-ass Rogues Gallery, she actually finally does towards the end in Unbeatable Squirrel Girl number 17. She gets a like legitimate like pretty much her
Superman
rival is a rich version of Karen. Okay? And her name is Milano
Does she ask for her manager?
Yeah. Pretty much. And this is her. That's kind of like her arch rival. She's like everything anti-Squirrel Girl. Like not funny, not enjoyable. She's kind of sadistic. Like, we lost JJ. Told you the internet was bad. So
$4 to $5, $2.
$4 to $5, $2. I like the $2 price.
$14. Oh, that's a trade paperback. Don't count that one.
Yeah, I mean, so like,
It is a cheap book.
what is her name's Miliano Morben or something like that. Either way, I think it's a decent book, especially for $2.
Oh,
think
her. Do I have that in front of me? Hold on. Let me see. Melissa Morbeck.
Melissa Morbeck. Okay, that's what her name is.
There you go.
Melissa Morbeck. So I think Karen's a good character, and I think she'll do well.
You kind of have to. You have to put it like at a.
in
I mean,
her
if
world.
it's
She
it's
is.
kind of I'd say it a B probably because
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's so
probably.
cheap.
yeah.
And
Probably
this
that
is a
too.
character they could put into something.
And it
Yeah.
lines up well with if you're going for that younger audience, make the older.
Well,
adults
yeah, they're
evil
gonna do
people.
her like a mom. They're gonna
the
make
old
yeah.
people are bad.
no, they'll make it the mom boomer slash.
It's like,
Karen.
yeah.
His name escapes me now, but you mentioned Shazam earlier. It's Doctor.
Yeah. Not negative.
Yeah,
Well, what the
older
hell is
guy.
his
And
name?
he's a kid. Yeah. I want to say Mine. I don't know. I can't remember his name now.
Well, there's Mr. Mine. That's the little caterpillar dude.
Yeah, who is the
Yes.
doctor though?
Who's
the
the
villain?
doc? Yeah, I can't think of.
Can't remember.
Okay.
His name. Anyways,
Number 43 for the it
Yeah,
was
what's
part of
his
the
name?
War of Realms.
Mark
Bit
Strong
here.
is the actor. I just can't think of his name. The
Oh,
character.
good
Yeah.
Lord. We're never getting
I
off
know.
of this.
Go ahead, keep going. It
43. Why do we have 43, Pete?
was a new costume.
I don't like
Trash.
costume books.
Trash.
All right,
Trash.
I'm not gonna argue that.
Also, the costume's worse, arguably.
Yes.
Yes,
and
it
then
is.
she only uses it for a little bit. She switches out after this. Back to the letter.
It's like a bumblebee.
All right, or don't just remember trashes are negatives. That takes points away.
It's okay. Okay, this is why people started pumping bubblegum. Fucking
Wait, did we
variants.
want to go there, or do you want to go with the costume change for the other one first?
Oh, sorry. Costume change for the other
Just
one.
kind of so we can match up.
No, we
see
don't have
which
this. This
one's
isn't her
better.
costume change. This is a negative version of her.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't put in 5 with the new costume.
So here we go. Yeah.
My
We're
bad.
doing-
No, all right. Yeah, yes.
We're doing this
So
one.
number 2. Go ahead. Sorry.
We're doing this book.
Yep, doing this one.
Yeah, we're gonna do
This
number
is a
2.
1 in 50. Pete put this in. I refused to put it in, but Pete put it in anyways.
D. I don't like it.
I think it's really expensive.
It's a
and I
good
don't.
cover, but it's overpriced.
It's a good
for what
cover,
it is.
but yeah,
way overpriced.
it is way overpriced. I'm gonna tell you where I put it. I actually put it in D.
You know, so you have to put it
I
in
don't
D
think
because
there's room on it.
You want to
That's-
know why? Because you know who Josh is? Josh is Discord. And Josh's first appearance is in this book. Not as Discord, but as Josh.
so you can't be any higher than that. All right.
I have it low just because it's so expensive. I get it; it's expensive. It's hard to find, but I'm not buying at this price. Like,
No.
Actually, it's so overpriced I would put it in trash, but because it's a decent cover,
yeah, I
I
like
would
the
like
cover.
to own it, but I'm not
Not at
gonna.
this price.
If
Yeah,
we
not
get
at
one
that prices.
if we get one trash, but not sure of the content. A Trashalula.
You
Dr.
already
Sil-
supported the content, saying it's first Discord.
No.
There it is.
I said it's
Dr.
first
Savannah.
Josh, not Discord. But yeah, no, I don't support it. I said it can't go any higher than D. I
Thank
think
you,
it's a
James.
trash book.
For the Dr. Savannah.
And we got Trashilla for from Obi the Gray. So, or unless he was talking about, no, he's probably talking about the other book.
Yeah.
Not sure of the content.
It's
okay.
not this because I'm totally on board with JJ. I like the cover. It's just way too expensive for what it is.
Okay. Fair enough.
I get it.
Yeah.
1 in 50.
There's nothing inside that's worth it either, by the way. It just
No, but
all right. Fair enough. D
So,
could be trash.
this is why you can go to 42. Squirrel Girl.
Okay, Squirrel Girl. I'm going to Squirrel Girl.
Because I put this in for the same reason. This is just an expensive variant for Squirrel Girl because it's just later in the run. It's a 1 in 25.
This
Hard
is
to find.
50, celebrating 50 issues.
I think I actually
It's
have
issue
this book.
42, but it's her 50th issue
Oh yeah, because of I get it.
because of the
I-
8-issue volume 1.
Mhm.
So, but this is pricey. This is expensive.
How much?
100 some up to 200
Yeah.
bucks, like 150 plus kind of range.
I think
Wait
you
a
need to move
minute.
both these to trash. I really do. I don't like stuff like this. There's no reason for these books to be expensive. That's what I'm saying. Like on both.
Well,
of them.
they're just expensive just because they're hard to find.
Yeah.
But
I don't
unlike
not
the
like
other
bubblegum covers. I
don't
think that's
care
a
for this cover.
I
very
think
much.
that's I don't Eric, I don't it's not that I don't like bubblegum covers. I think that's
Yeah.
a bad reason. I think that's like it that doesn't pass the taste test.
I mean, for instance, I collect dragon covers, but I don't think that every dragon cover should be elevated price wise just because it looks awesome.
so
I don't
yeah,
know.
John Z covers collects shark covers. Some shark covers are very expensive because
Yeah.
there's a reason. There's something inside. That book, the inside, the only way you could sell me anything on that book is it's Josh as Josh in the classroom who later
Yeah,
on
it's not about the inside.
well of the quality of books. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
no. What I'm saying is why the book is expensive has nothing to do with what's on the inside. It's
Right.
all just a matter of it's a 1 in 50
It's a
on
cover
a title
buy.
that wasn't selling that great yet.
Yeah, I get that.
That's
The 1 in
all.
50,
That's the only
I get
reason.
that. Okay, that's okay. It's the rarity factor of. There's plenty.
I
of
don't even
books.
know if it's the rarity though. There's a lot of 1 in 25s and 1
Yeah,
in
that's what I'm
50s
saying.
that are low print, but they don't get up that high.
Yeah.
So I think it's the rarity plus the cover buy.
It's rarity
aspect
plus
of
the
it.
cover. People like it, and it's a character people like to believe
Maybe
in.
cover. No, I think in the hype. I think there's got a lot of hype behind
Yes.
it too.
But the hype comes from the fact that it's a character that people.
But the problem with
are
those hype
interested in.
books is they eventually die off. That's the problem with it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know
that's
if
where
this one will though. This is one of those ones where they get kind of grandfathered in at the price that they're
No,
at.
no,
Like
no,
it's
no.
just
Remember
never
Amazing
going
Spider,
to go down.
Amazing Spider-Man 17, the one with what's her name on it with him. That thing's nosedive. Eventually, over time, they all nosedive.
Some
man.
other
No,
book
no.
will probably overtake
Spider-Man
it.
17.
About
Like,
that
once some
dumb-
book overtakes it, like once the character becomes more popular, if the show's out, another book will
Yeah.
kind of overtake it as far
Yeah.
as like just a cover book, and you'll
Mhm.
probably see that one fall.
I don't think Squirrel. So are Squirrel Girl going on D or is she going to trash for hers? For her $100 book.
I'm still in the D range because it's still.
All
I
right,
mean,
throw
it's
in
a
D.
milestone for
I
her.
can argue that.
It is a hard one to find. if you can
D
find
minus.
it. I'm not investing at the prices that it's at, but I don't think it's garbage.
It's still a good cover. I think a Miss Marvel cover is better. But
Yes.
Jesus, Zaggy. All right, all right.
Only got
Well, we got
two
a lot of
left.
D here. You're. I hope you got all your points ready to go.
I will.
You
I
can
got
see
it.
the two books that I did not put on the list also got voted very low on the list too. Well, 3 books. All right, all right. Next up, who are we going? Should we finish off with Squirrel Girl first, and then kill it with Marvel? Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, the New Avengers. Did I put this book on here?
I did.
Why did we put this one here? Because the baby's
This
picking
is where
its
she
nose?
becomes nanny to Luke Cage and Jessica Jones's daughter. This is where she got brought into the larger MCU proper out of obscurity of being just a GLA member. Is how
she
I
got brought
saw
in
it.
as the babysitter.
She got brought in as the babysitter,
picker.
but she was on one of the best-selling titles as a character that people got to see and read about and be exposed to.
Yeah,
JLA was dope, bro.
still trash.
Still trash.
There's tons of this book out there. It's not going to go up.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Meetup books are like a popular thing now, and I've never been a fan of them. So, if you consider this like a meetup book or like a first like Avengers book for her, maybe a D. I don't know.
I think it's
Man.
trash. I think it's trash.
That's why I kind of put it in here.
Yeah, but now she's getting killed because she's got. Well, okay. I mean, it is what it is. Trash it up. All right.
I don't know how your point system's working. I didn't catch it, but she's
Oh,
got the
it's-
only S though, right?
I don't know how the point system's working either. I didn't really look it over. I said, yeah, sure, good, looks good. Okay,
I mean, she's
All
got the only
right.
S, so that might help. It might balance it out.
maybe I'll balance it out.
Yeah, well, it negates.
Could be the next Agatha. All right. Did he have a face tattoo or was that Mike Tyson? Okay. All right. What do we got left? We got one left.
We got one left. This is Storm Ranger.
Does anybody care about Storm Ranger?
No,
It's like
this kind of ties into the new outfit. That's why I was going with it. But,
So Storm Ranger got a lot of hype because guess what? She doesn't really have a rogues gallery, so everybody thought Storm Ranger was going to be important. And guess
it's
what?
her
Storm
Venom.
Ranger-
It's her Venom.
It's
her Venom.
It's Venom. It's a symbiote
Yeah, it turned out to
story,
be nothing.
more or
Though.
less.
It turned out to be nothing, though.
That's
for
how it
her.
was being sold, though. It was being pushed as being her Venom.
But the
Oh,
question
really?
Is,
Oh yeah.
here's where it helps her. She has the benefit of a show versus not a show. If something like Storm Ranger comes up in the show, it'll be hugely popular. So I don't know if
It
you're
could make
factoring
the
in
character more
forward
popular.
potential or not.
I am. The only problem is if they've gone the route that they have, if they've already casted Bird Boy and they've casted Red Ranger, they ain't going that route. They're
This
not
would have
going.
to be a season 3 type of.
It's
Didn't they
season
just make
6 type thing.
Couldn't they
I don't
just
think they're
make
going
it like
six.
a negative version of her though, of the same actress?
How
Should they have
hard
to
would it
cast
be
somebody
to
different?
explain that?
Couldn't they get
Yeah,
Topher
sure.
Grace to come in? No.
Explain it. They did time travel.
I think it'd be pretty tough.
They did time travel,
How much is
multiverse.
this book going for? If this book is going for more than $2, it's
Yes.
It is because it was hyped at one point.
yeah. That's the bad part. of
But I will double check the price on it. Magnificent Ms. Marvel 10, right?
See, alien suit could be used later. It
$10
could be good.
$13. This is sale. These are actual sales.
She just
10,
runs away. I mean,
10,
like
13, 15.
You can't have some character just running away. Like this isn't something that $13 for that.
Asking prices are 9, 10, 13. Yeah.
I think that book was selling for
10 to
$20 at one point. I don't
10 to
have any.
15 bucks is where it's at.
I know these guys are saying C, but I think they have got like 10 copies of it because I see that character as trash. Nothing more.
I'm not really a fan.
And I actually put it on the list. So.
That's why I tied this in with the new costumes. That's why I gave you a one variant of each, where it's just because it's a variant, and then I gave you new costumes.
Everything's going to be in the multiverse. This is going to be the excuse for every book. Is this what everybody's saying? Is this what
I'm with you? D or trash, wherever you want to put it.
Mephisto will
guys.
show up and create storm.
I don't think we can trash it with C's.
But she ran. Did she?
Did you split the difference? Put it in D.
No, we got to put it in.
You split the difference between you and the chat.
Yeah, there's only 2 C's.
Yeah, she doesn't kill her, but it wasn't even like a fight. Like at least at least Discord has a reason because they got that old tie back into like the first series, and he keeps showing up. Same thing. Red Ranger's got the vigilante tie in with it. This character, they literally showed it. She got beat up, and then that's it. Zaggy, unless you could give me any reason besides she got beat up and then she's not dead, that's your excuse.
Her name
She's
sounds
not
like a Power
dead.
Ranger.
Yeah.
Well, that is true.
I don't know. I think we got to T it. But okay, we'll leave it in D. That's C, T it.
I mean, I just can't unless I get one. If I get one T from the chat, and I know where.
Let's add up the points. Add up the points, and let's see if we get a trash for this.
All right. Here, dude. Should I show you the point system again real fast?
Be right back.
She will be big.
Here you go.
Shame
Here's the point
I can't
systems real
see
quick. 10, 5, 3, 2, 0, and -5.
Who will be big? Man Caves Comics. You think the Ranger? No, not the Rangers. As in, like, you guys talking about the Power Rangers?
I don't know.
Yeah, based on the comic, trash. Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry, Cave Comics. I really want to get down with your comment, but are you talking about Miss Marvel? I think Miss Marvel would be okay. I worry about the show. I think it's good for kids.
Oh, the Empire. That's right. They had that mini, remember, with the Empire, whatever the hell it was.
Humans vs. X-Men #3, the Dotson variant, still a $5 book now. Cool, James. Well, we have variants coming up, so we'll do variant covers coming up. Pete, what is our ranking here?
All right, so
still
we
Miss
want to do
Marvel.
Squirrel Girl. Or you want to do Ms. Marvel first? Who do you want?
Oh, you think Storm Ranger is going to be that good? Okay, well, we're not putting her in trash then, but she's still getting D. I don't think we can see her, man.
All right,
okay.
We're getting
All right.
10 points for S's. So we've got 10.
Oh, do I got to write down okay, Squirrel Girl. Hold on.
10.
Oh, good. 10. Go ahead.
A's are 5. So
5 and 5.
Squirrel Girl is 15 to 5.
15 to 5. Go.
B is 3.
3, 6, 9,
We have
12
two.
for Miss Marvel.
Yeah, we have 12 for Ms. Marvel
So she's
and
at 17.
6 for Squirrel Girl.
And that would be 21 to 17. Now, do remember, she's the champ. Miss Marvel, if it's a tiebreaker, she wins the belt. She'll retain
These
her
are
belt.
2.
These are
These are 2 points. So it's 4 for Ms. Marvel and
4
6
and 4.
for Squirrel Girl.
Oh, she has 3 there. Okay,
She
4
has
and
3.
6. So that's 21. And that gives us 27. Okay.
So what is the score? Wait, before we get to
27 as Squirrel Girl, 21 Miss Marvel.
these are nothing.
Miss
All of this
Squirrel
is
Girl's
not-
going to lose because of the trash.
But Squirrel Girl is going to lose because trash is -5. So take 10 points off of Squirrel Girl.
Oh my gosh. So that gives her
She loses
17.
because of your guys' trash.
Storm. Seriously, Storm. Because of Storm Ranger and Man
Oh,
Cave's
that's
vote,
the swing. That would have been that's a 5-point
that
swing.
was the
Being
swing.
not
That was
in
a
the trash.
5-point swing, and that's what Squirrel Girl would have
17 to
won
21?
by 1 point.
17 to
21
21
to 17. Yeah,
Yeah. So if Storm Ranger would have went in the trash, it
Squirrel
would have
Girl
been
would have
16
won.
to 17.
But because of Storm Ranger and Man Cave's comics, Man Cave, the winner is still Miss Marvel.
Ms.
won it.
Marvel.
Miss Marvel moves on. So keep her list because we might be re-ranking them again in a month. Turn against somebody else. Oof. Squirrel Girl goes down to the loser bracket.
Well,
All
we
right.
got Riri. We got
Yeah, we can throw our book.
Miles. We can do Spider Gwen. We can do
Riri,
a lot of the young characters. We can even get Kate Bishop up in here before long.
Sounds good. All right. Well, I hope you guys like that way of doing it. I mean, it really is just a way so that you guys can remember covers. Or maybe get some good arguments in there and discussions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Covers and just a loose.
That's close, man. This is like a technical. This ain't a TKO. This is like a technical knockout right here. It went to like
it was that keeping it out of the trash did save Ms. Marvel.
And you're like, wait a
down to the
minute.
calendar.
Is Don King your manager? Because I don't believe that last judge gave him a. Well, it is what it is.
Only in America.
I know, Zaggy, but you gave her a C. You were part of the problem. You could have trashed that last Ms. Marvel book. So you can't call out anymore.
Nobody trashed it, so we could not trash it. Anyway, there's our list. That is the ranking.
Do you want to go over variants? Good stuff.
Yeah, I can do the variants real fast.
She might get beat after winning the belt, but she does hold the belt right now. So Miss Marvel is the winner. Miss Marvel's the winner by 4 points. And that's where we stand. I'm disappointed. I was hoping the challenger.
I thought Squirrel Girl was going to take it out. I thought she was going to take her out because of the mid-level books. I thought those Bs were going to carry her through.
By the way, the 2 trash P put in there, so he can say what he wants. But I think he tanked this. I think
no.
Paid off
I
judge.
Thought the nanny book was a good D. I thought the nanny book was a good D.
That nanny book's trash. Trash. I know you did, but it's trash. All right, There we go. All right, you do that. I will run, and I will be back, I guess.
All right, and then I'll swap out with you. All right, so 4.
Because then I got to open up that box to dig through it.
Yes, you do. You got to open up the box. But what we'll do before the box, this won't take too long because we're only talking about 5 books. I didn't put any bonuses in here because, well, I just didn't feel the need to. But we have our top 5 variants on a budget for Squirrel Girl and Ms. Marvel. You know, I like variants, so I like looking into this stuff. And starting us off, something I'm probably going to do soon. I mean, I've done the Women of Marvel twice now. I did the 2010, I did the 2015. But this is the Women of Power cover from Marvel. These things are also kind of like the Women of Marvel, where it's not necessarily a ratio, but they are a little tough to find. And this issue 6, which is one of the books on our list as a first appearance of, what was it, Chipmunk Hunk and somebody else? I don't remember. Inside the Guts, there's a couple of minor first appearances, but this cover is one of the tougher ones to find. This Women of Power variant for number 6 is a good book to keep an eye out for, as are the rest of them. I'll probably cover them on a video pretty soon because I do like these books. There's a really cool Hawkeye book too, Kate Bishop one. But if you look online right now, $10, like $10 this will cost you. And you look at the sale prices, it's also selling for like $10. So it's not a huge, investment of money. But I think these things are going to get tougher and tougher to find as time goes on because, again, it's a variant. It's not the cover A. It's not an incentive. I think it might have been a qualifying. They're just a little on the tougher side to find. You're not going to see them at a lot of shops, but there are a few online. So if you're interested, give it a gander for $10 or $9 in this case. Going back to our issue 1 of Unbeatable Squirrel Girl Volume 1, I like the Scotty Young. I like this cover. I guess this would be Monkey Joe at this point. This is before Tippy Toe, her and Monkey Joe. But this is a Scotty Young cover that I do actually like. I think it actually does pretty well sometimes, but you can find copies. Right now the cheapest copy is only $28, but you can sometimes see these things go for a bit less and sell for $10.50 like at auction. So you can still sneak these occasionally, and this is still issue 1, which is getting harder to find for that first run of Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, and it's a variant, Scotty Young, and a decent Scotty Young. So those are my 2 Squirrel Girl books that I picked.
That is Tippy Toe though, because
is that Tippy Toe?
Yeah, Tippy Toe took over in Great Lake.
Oh, that's right. It was Great Lakes Adventures.
Yeah, Great Lakes Adventures
took over from Monkey Joe. You're right. Mm-hmm. My bad.
No problem.
But what we did here kind of split the difference in the middle, and we were talking about Marvel Rising. These one shots. This is Squirrel Girl and Ms. Marvel. I think these are the Rainbow. Is that the artist name? And then Marvel Girl and Squirrel Girl. Like there's connecting.
Connecting.
Yeah, these went to connecting. Like there's a couple more. There's a Captain Marvel one, and there's somebody else I think on the right. Maybe a Spider-Man. I just went with these 2.
Yeah. Features in the background.
They're probably not on a budget, but didn't the Alpha? Was it the Alpha and the Omega had a 1 in 25 that was?
Yeah. The Alpha, The Picho Alpha it's got a little expensive. That's at least $50, so that's why I couldn't put it in the budget. But that used to be a lot more. That used to be like a pretty pricey book.
Yeah, I
But
think
it's
when
kinda
it first
come
came
down
out,
a
it was super high, and then it dropped.
Yeah, it's come down since then. But in these things, the connecting covers, because again, these were just like these aren't incentives, so these could be had. I think these were I don't know if they're qualifying Bs or what they might have been.
You
but
can still find them sometimes in dollar bins.
Yeah.
Well, not the Miss Marvel one, the Squirrel Girl one.
yeah, Ms. Marvel's $9, and that's where you'll see the difference. And Squirrel Girl, look, $3.74, so little under
Thanks,
cover.
James.
So cover or less. There you go, Ryan Gonzalez, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I need to buy a cow, by the way, James. Seriously, I need like a quarter cow. Anybody know a
Need a
good
cow?
quarter cow anywhere? Yeah, I
Dude,
know.
that's weird that you said that. I have to clear out my freezer because my father-in-law's bringing my quarter of a cow next week or this
I
weekend.
thought I had one. One of my brothers. I just texted all my brothers, and one of them's like, because we were gonna buy a half cow. All right, fish. This is for later on talk.
I'm getting a quarter of a cow. All right, so that's my joint between the two for these two. So we're gonna go
We'll
to
put
the
you
Ms.
both to
Marvel
shame. We're
covers.
gonna buy a whole cow.
You know how
But that's
expensive
way
it
that's
is?
way
If you
cheaper.
can even get one,
Know what that
how
is.
can you get a whole cow? You can't even get a whole cow. It's
I
so
don't know.
So
I buy it alive, I can get a whole cow, right?
I've had
No.
this book a couple of
not.
times already.
Not
I've
it
sold
now.
it a couple of times. I just bought another one because I like it. This is like the manga, I guess, inspired covers. So I'll probably be covering these two on a run
I
for
have
cover
that,
one of these days.
I think I bought that in a 9.8, like really cheap on an eBay auction. Like I don't
It
know,
might
2
have been
years
mine.
ago.
I sold one at a 9.8 for pretty cheap.
It might have been.
I was just like, you know what? I got a 9.8. I'm just gonna sell it. I'll get another one. But yeah, this Ms. Marvel 18, I like it. I mean,
Let
I
me
know
know,
it's not
Obi.
focusing on
Grass fed.
Kamala Khan, but she's there. But $19 right now, you can get one if you want to buy one, and if you want to see what it sells for, it kind of go as cheap as $4.25. I mean, look at that. The auction November 5th.
Dang.
It can go pretty cheap, but it's still kind of in that $15-$20 range.
How much did you buy his 9.8 for, Jay?
Gosh, I don't know. It was like 2 years ago. I don't remember. It was cheap.
Whatever
It was
I
like-
know sold mine for, I sold it for a little over 100 because I paid nothing for it. So it was
Nah,
basically grading fee,
this
so it was all
was-
profit. Like I didn't really
Yeah,
care.
this was less than that. This was like,
Yeah.
it was like 50 or 60, I think. Plus
And it
shipping.
wasn't mine because I think I sold for mine for like 120, maybe
All right.
something like that. Anyway, I like the cover. It's cool. I just bought another one because I found a decent one. As I was doing this list, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go buy one. So I did buy one for myself. And then my other Ms. Marvel book is just one I have sitting here next to me. This is Ms. Marvel 25, 125, which is hard to find an actual image of this book that's not just the Virgin without the trade dress. Don't ask me why. It's so hard to find a picture, but this 1 in 25, I mean, there's nothing special about this book. It's just an incentive variant that's kind of late in the run for Ms. Marvel that you can find. And you can see copies right now, $21 they're asking for, but it can sell for about $20. So it's kind of hitting that range. But Ms. Marvel variants, there aren't a lot really when you look at it incentive wise. They just pick random numbers. Like it's not like every issue had one. So I don't know. This is just one of the lower end one, I guess, right now. That's older. That's not part of like this new school, like not like the more recent stuff.
The value force.
So the older books, this is kind of on the cheaper side. So just something to keep an eye on. Yeah, and that's it for this week's.
Sweet.
Try to keep it simple.
You want to see my foreign variants on a budget?
Sure. Do you have them out?
I do.
What is
Yeah.
it?
I went and grabbed them real quick. Okay.
Okay, cool.
These are from Japan. They're what's called Tenkoban, and they're kind of like a trade paperback.
Yeah.
So it's just Squirrel
reverse?
Girl.
Or are they
Yeah.
regular?
Do what?
Are they revert like backwards, or are they?
No, they
left
read
to right?
regular order like a comic
Okay.
does. But they're in Japanese, so
Oh,
print
well,
is.
that still makes
But
it
yeah.
difficult.
So this is your. I think actually Erica Henderson did this Squirrel Girl cover. It's exclusive to the Marvel Japan line. And
Yeah, that's
then
not familiar.
there was a Miss Marvel, so this is for Volume 1.
Jeez. Color, that
Interesting.
covers
That's
loud.
also not a familiar cover.
Yeah. And then this was so all these Miss Marvel ones are exclusive to Japan. That's Volume 3, I think. Is that 3?
Is that Lockjaw
Yeah, that's Lockjaw she's riding.
with a big old stash?
Gowls.
And then this is one of my favorites. It might be hard to see because of glare, but that's
Oh no, I kind of yeah, I like that.
Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel kind of wrapping her arms around her. That's Volume
that is
4,
cool.
I think.
Huh.
It's fun. And if you buy, you can actually they're kind of like trade paperbacks, so there's no shortage of printing them. But if you ever want to go like to Amazon Japan or something and buy them, get them all at once and save yourself the shipping. They're
Yeah,
probably
come
like
on.
they're like 2,000 yen or so. So that's like $20,
20 bucks.
15 to $20 for me.
I don't know what that means. I just finally finished Hit Monkey, and they were throwing out the money. He's like, "Oh, the price on his head is 150 million yen." I'm like, I don't know what that means. How much money is
I
that?
actually didn't finish that yet. I gotta get to that because I was trying to
Like,
watch
isn't a PlayStation like 500,000 yen? I don't
some
know
of
what that is.
Yeah,
Cowboy
it's a lot.
Bebop garbage anime. And
I told you I can't watch Cowboy Bebop because I got to wait for my
no,
wife
the
to catch
anime
up.
one. It's not that good. Don't worry about it.
What?
I'm gonna watch it.
Sacrilege.
I watched. Okay, I watched.
You two can argue this while I go run to the bathroom.
Well, no, I'm gonna go pull up. Okay, so I'm gonna dig. Actually, it's good that JJ's here because I bought this
Yeah, go get your box while you do that too.
from Ben's. Once again, it's still taped up. Oh, good lord! All right, so I bought a long box from Ben's, and supposedly in this long box is an X-Men run, the X-Men run from the 90s, the 91 X-Men run, all 127. That includes the Legacy run, and it includes some of the annuals. Now, I have not opened this box. Even when I left the store, I didn't do anything. I just said, yeah, cool, I'll take it. Which is
Bottom
fine because I
line,
was like,
right?
oh, that price seems reasonable. It's a little bit more than I'd pay typically for it. But to be honest with you, coming across, I gotta go get the big knife again. To come across coming across X-Men runs is really tough out here. Like it's
Is it
crazy.
full long box?
And then I was kind of like going like, oh yeah. And somebody's like, well, what'd you buy? I was like, I spent like a couple $100, almost $300 there. And they're like, on what? I was like, well, I bought this run. The run was priced at $300. I can't tell you what I got it for because it turns into a mystery box because then the tag fell off. That's the long and short of it, Zaggy. But I bought a bunch of other variants and stuff like that. So I bought Pete's presents. So I spent like $25 on Pete's presents. Good thing he's not here. So, and my total bill was like $300, including tax. So I definitely didn't pay $300 for this box. I paid closer to like $210. So when I was talking to everybody, they're like, yeah, that X-Men run for $210, not a bad deal, right? But they said they didn't even ask the condition. They said, these books are in there. I was like, yeah, those are great. But like, I don't even know if those books are in there. They said, well, why not? I said, well, because first off, the tag, as soon as I didn't load it, Greg, nice guy over there, or Gary, I'm sorry, loaded it in, which is great too. So that's even better discount of the truck. But the tag fell off, like of what was supposed to be in it.
Was I right? It was actually
and it's got duct
mislabeled
tape
Barbie
on the
books?
box, and it actually says $0 on the top of it. So I'm going to cut this open, and we're going to mystery box off a long box, and we're going to see. I pulled out some slides so we could see what books I want to pull out of it before. I mean, the rest of this is
You're gonna open up
there's
the
good
whole long
runs in
box
here,
full of comic news weeklies.
but I'm really going to settle.
It's just
the next
bricks and
comic
scrap
I'm
paper.
probably gonna see. If these books are in
No, it's gonna
halfway
be comic
decent
news
shape,
weeklies,
I'm
but it's gonna be just 2 weeks
Damn, I
worth.
almost cut
It's the
my foot
same 2
I'm going
issues.
to sell out all the extra runs. I did almost just cut my foot off. That would have been good.
Yeah, with that goddamn Crocodile Dundee knife you got
taped
there,
up.
I'm not surprised.
I didn't want to. You know,
So
I've
you
always
played
been
Knifey
told,
Spoony
don't
before.
undo the tape on stuff like this because people think that you. Jeez, man, this thing is taped. This better be an X-Men run in here. This is DC Comics. I'm gonna be upset.
I'm moving you to the spot where we can make you the big screen soon.
Oh, I can't
But,
hear anything because I pulled out my headset. Are you guys talking?
Yeah, we've been.
You guys
Oh,
are talking.
We're just making fun of you.
We're just making
Crocodile Dundee knife.
Oh, I can hear you now. Yeah. So I always.
We've just been talking about your back for 5 minutes.
Oh, good. That's fine. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna cut my foot open, I assume. All right.
I was just gonna say how much I enjoy my little fridge that I got in here now that my wife bought me, my new mini fridge.
Oh my
So I can
God.
have beers on hand.
It's like
And now I just need a urinal. I just need a urinal put in
I know
underneath the desk,
you guys
and I'm good
talked
to
about it a
go.
lot earlier, but have
Ah.
you seen how much those Xbox mini fridges go for?
No,
They're like limited edition mini fridges shaped like a new Xbox. They go for like crazy amounts of money. It's ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
So this box is all beat up, right? Can you see all that? It's all
Oh, that's
nice
tight.
bagging board.
No, nice.
Looks in really good shape. That's cool. I was hoping that at least whatever's in here is in pretty good shape.
well, it wasn't rattling, right?
Okay.
Usually,
the
I'm just
most
saying
common-
if they were Lucy's, they'd be rattling.
Yeah, we got most common of the X-Men 1 issues.
yeah. Hey,
The collector's edition, right?
Well, yeah, but if you could get the
Here.
if you could get
we're
the
gonna give you. We're
In
gonna
other
give
words,
you
the edition everyone bought. Yeah.
prime real estate.
So this
Well,
is in the first run. This is what I'm looking for. 4 first Omega, 5, which is like the second, but got a couple other things, and the Rogue. For some reason, this Rogue, for you guys that don't know, the Rogue and Gambit kissing cover does pretty well. I was trying not to pull books that aren't above 5, but when I run through these X-Men run, these are books in the first 40 books that I pull every single time.
Is it 11 that does pretty well too? Is that the Wolverine
That's
Jim Lee cover?
Yes, 11. Yeah, I have a
I
t-shirt of
know
that does
that
fairly
that's-
well.
I know people say that, but that I don't know, man. I've
Even
never
that
been
Psylocke can do all right with 6.
the Psylocke one, but
Psylocke
I've
is
never
everything.
had luck selling that Jim Lee cover, the Jim Lee Wolverine.
Well, I think it's so common that I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
that's kind of
there's
part
nothing
of the
in the
problem.
book. It's just kind of the cover that makes it sell.
Oh,
But if you find it for $1,
Yeah,
you
why
can
not?
get 10.
okay. So this is worth it. this is really good.
There you go.
And
Oh, no, we gotta make
it's
it there you go.
really good.
Yeah.
It's
It's like a
really
nice copy too.
good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
I
really
can't-
good. So
I can't wait till he's in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
he's never coming into anything. So, but either way, I don't care what you say. I can put it up and sell for 30.
I know.
So, like,
I'm not
wasn't he
knocking
cut
the
out
guy.
of Deadpool
Hey,
too?
I got to make back $210. That's $30 out of 210. So I'm under $200 now.
That's at least 30. I'm telling you. Well, if you
It's
would
like
have
watching-
waited, if you would have sold it a while ago, you could have got much more.
It's like watching the comic book version of Storage Wars.
I'm trying to sell tomorrow. Dude, the whole run's mint. Holy shit. So
Well,
then that's easily 5. Okay. So we're like 35. That Bishop's, I'll leave the Nuff Said Bishop one in there.
I always see that Bishop to 8. Or is that the one
there's
with
the Ghost Rider one there too. The man, I'm gonna have trouble
the long
selling
shot
this.
10?
This is just an you know what? The Lee's a little curved.
Is that 11?
Yeah, the 11. The Jim Lee 11. A little bit of a curve towards the top and no breaking.
Probably press it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth it, but you could do it.
And that's the regular one too. That's always the hope too, that maybe you'll find like one of those Pressmen, like the gold ones.
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
The
come
press
from the board
conversions.
game.
There's a DK in here too. I might I'll pull that for now. I might throw it back in.
Still gonna laugh when you get to the back and it's like Barbie books or
Dude, I like
90s
Barbie
Marvel
books, man.
comics.
I'm buying the hell out of Barbie books. All right, so what am I going
Archie.
for next? What am I looking for next? 34 maybe? Does this
You know
have
what
a
book
card in
used to
it?
sell for a little while? 17. I forget
Still
what it
has
was.
card.
I think
But
it was
did you miss the Rogue and Gamma cover? Or is that
Oh.
34?
No, 34. That's 34. 15, 17 both have the trading cards still in it. That's good. That's the whole Executioner song run. If you could grab those out and just sell it as a little lot too, that's not bad. This is actually kind of interesting book because of who's in it. That's kind of
that used to sell for something. I forget what it was. That was near the Krakoa, the Hickman starting run. Something about that.
not just that, but the little sister kind of Lilith is in there young going in. That's like a second appearance of her as a child. Not because Giant Size X-Men, she was a little kid.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good
Oh,
book. That's
what was
one
it?
I might be a lot.
Covered issue
probably
3.
I'm actually gonna pull that book out anyways.
I'm trying to think of it.
That's a good
Trying to think
Omega
of it.
cover. Nothing great.
I mean, all
there.
those Lee covers are good covers.
Yeah, I like all the Lee covers except
Yeah,
the
I
ones
mean,
I still-
Yeah, but those will sell. If I put those at $2, those will sell. So
Yeah.
10 covers, it's another $20 there.
Actually,
All
you
of a
probably
sudden,
do well if you
we're
sell them as a
chipping
lot.
away.
Yeah, that's very true.
Just sell them in one sell as a lot, you probably make money.
I'm not gonna sell those a lot though.
I just mean just the Lee covers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the least covers is a lot maybe. 324. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Still direct edition though.
Hmm.
Good. I mean, it's like hold on to that one. That's not a seller right now, but $5, $10 book.
Did you
there.
check what was the Song Ins book that had a Pressman that's super rare? I can't remember the number.
I can't hear.
Wait, the Executioner song?
Was it? I thought
No,
it was-
wait. Pressman.
Executioners.
I guess it was the
Uncanny
last.
had the Professor X
Here's
cover,
Uncanny,
which was
I
like
talking about.
that was
All right, let
Uncanny.
me pull this up. Let me
Was it
see.
Uncanny?
I think it was Uncanny.
How do I move slides here? Okay.
Did you get
Next.
25?
25. What was 25?
25 is, I mean, it doesn't sell for that much, but it is the one where I think Wolverine gets the metal yanked
Oh,
from
he gets the
him.
metal yanked from him in 25. I'll leave that one in there. You're talking about
Oh, yeah, the Phalanx books. Yeah, because you've got 30.
you're talking about this one right here. That's 25.
Yeah, that's 25. That's the one where the metal, I think, gets yanked from him at the
It
end.
does.
And then it's on the cover of Wolverine or something or other.
The Gambit does look sweet. That's a clean. This actually, I'm really happy with the set. The whole set's clean as the day's long. It's easy to sell $1 books or $2 books at a con when they're like bagged and board and like clean. Like it's easy.
Yeah.
20.
You got Phalanx 37.
I
here,
actually
but
love this book
36.
too. I'm pulling this book 31. This is where they had. This is a Mojo book and a Sphero book.
And Mojo.
It's Mojo World.
I know you and Mojo.
I know, but okay. Well, eventually,
I'm surprised you didn't pick the Jim Lee number 10.
She takes over Mo Chan's body at one point. I might pull the 10. I might go back and pull the 10. I'll leave this one in there because I think it's stupid. But the kiss.
The wedding. People still like it though. But 36
is another cool one.
First Sync.
37. That's a sweet book. I'm keeping that. That's PC.
Yeah. Did you pass the Phalanx books already?
No. Would you say 36?
I think it's 36 is the first.
Which book was I looking for, though? These are weird books.
37 with White Queen, I think.
Okay, yeah. 36, 37. That if you sell the whole thing together, that's pretty good. This other book right here, this one with the babies, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these X babies. I know it sounds corny, but they're going to do something with the X babies. And 5 of these X babies are new there. They have different names. They're not actually they're like clones of the X-Men. So I'm going to do that. Hold on. All right. Now let's go back to whatever our screen was before. Okay.
Yeah, it's you. I'm telling you, the Phalanx books, like 36 is First Sync, and I think he's actually
he's right on the cover. He's right there on the cover.
That's him on the cover. You find it from dollar bins, but it's worth picking up.
36, then 37 has got. What does 37 have in it again? 37 has something in it.
37 is. I don't know if there's a first in there.
There is. It's the first time. Isn't it the first? It's a character that was before, and they renamed it in 37.
That I'm not sure. Skin and M.
Oh, you know what 37 is?
Blink
37 is Blinks. First time Blinks is Blinks.
Oh, okay.
And it's the first time. A lot of those Generation X people, it's the first time they have like their names and powers. Like Husk becomes Husk.
There you go. You know what? That might be the first Generation X.
It is. Those between those two books, you get the whole first Generation
where
X.
they kind of become a team.
You get their team names, but not just that, but they get their actual names in those books. Who the hell did the art for some of this shit?
That was Kubert.
No, who's this?
You're holding it sideways. I don't know. I got to see it straight on. Is that Billy Tan?
Can't see it either. Damn it. Somebody in the chat will know who did this wrong.
Well, what number was it?
I don't fucking know. In the 60s.
That's not helpful.
In the 60s. I'm going back. I'm trying to find the other books that I needed.
60. Well, you got to find, if you're in the 60s, you also got to look for first.
I'm pulling out Onslaught first. Okay, this is first Bastogne. Cameo Bastogne. You know what I mean? And then, of course, Onslaught. That was on my next slide deck. I got to keep going back, though. Those are good, too.
Well, you got the slide. I can't control your slide deck.
I know, that's weird. All right, so we got the babies. Yeah, don't ruin it. I can't remember which 5 are this, but like these are 5 of the first X babies. Yeah, the Blink one is good. X Babies, Muppet Babies crossover confirmed. Dope. I know you're just joking, but the Blink book is good. I mean, honestly, out of this stack right here, if I were just to sell this stack right here, we're like 3/4 of the way to the box. You know, I mean, we're like at least $100 off that. I mean, that's where we're at on those. So I gotta get another 110 out of this. I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I could do it in dollar books, obviously. God, this is so clean, this run. And there's a bunch of first appearances in here. There's really small ones. There's let's go to my next rack. I'm only gonna do a couple more of the racks to see what we gotta remove it. I don't like the new, they've got to fix this in StreamYard. Okay, so we got Onslaught. Our next book that we're looking for is 95. We are looking for 95, which is Fitz, this is a book that I'm going to probably the next week put up just try to get rid of it because this is like a scroll thing. I don't know. Should I get rid of it or should I wait for more announcement from the scroll? Because they say that the scroll.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Why people are paying for Fitz, but they won't pay for Talos, who's been in multiple things already.
Yeah.
Seems weird to me.
I agree. What is it? Man, is this? I can't tell because of the lights I have on. But there was some dark. You know what I'm talking about. The dramatic forces. There were some dramatic forces in these.
Dynamic.
Yes, thank you. Dynamic forces in these. So I'm just double checking. I'm gonna have to give a better sweep of this.
If they use foil
Scott
on the
Clark.
covers.
What's that?
So
Scott
if there's
Clark
any
did the
foil,
covers.
Okay, yeah. Scott Clark. Oh, that's a cool one. Legacy of the Morlocks.
I remember that name. When you were asking who did the covers when you were at issue 60, it was Scott Clark who went with Jim
This
Lee.
100 is
Wildstorm,
the, probably
Stormwatch
this.
stuff.
Yeah, 100. This 100 is the most famous one. That's the Dynamic Force. It's a Jim Lee cover. Just so that's why that's up on this deck. But we'll remove that for a little bit, and we'll go back to because I'm showing stuffing. I know they can't see it, and that's what everybody really.
Oh well, yeah, when it's really tiny, people can't see it.
I mean, there's like minor appearances of like, what's his name's Gambit's mom. There's a lot of 2-part crossover stories. God, this was worth it. All right, here we go. What are these going for right now? What does that book go for?
Which one's that?
That's the first. That's 95. The first
95. That's what the number I was looking for.
Apocalypse the 12. I like that book. It's a crossover. I'm pulling that out for PC.
12.
Apocalypse the 12. Also, that book is something 97. Something else besides just Apocalypse the 12. I can't remember what it is, but it is.
Wait, which one? I'm sorry, I don't have you on the screen.
No, it's all right. Apocalypse. These are just books I'm kind of talking.
Well,
about.
the ones when Wolverine was death, they were, and that was part of Apocalypse is the 12.
And it is not the dynamic. Wait, nope, it's not the Dynamic Force, unfortunately. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we'll put it back in. Okay,
Fitz is down to $12 these days.
Yay! Well, $10 is better than no dollars.
Hey, if you figure you paid one a piece.
Yep, paid $1 a piece about.
Less than
that,
one.
actually.
Less than $1. So if you can get 10 on a few of them, you'll get your way back.
Christmas special, which is what number 109?
That one does all right.
Huh? Yeah, this is deep. This is deep. I'm paying for it, so I might as well pull this one out just in case it someday hits. It's a huge issue. It's hard to get because it bends all the time and people threw it in the boxes. The right end bends. Oh, this is nice. It's even. Good. Cool.
Square bound?
109 is first Sage.
Well, the 100-page monster.
It's the first Tessa Sage. She's the one that ends up joining X-Force. You know, like, so she's the second Sage overall, but the one that joins the X-Force. She's the, like, if they keep doing this X-Force live-in, you know, this is going to be like a scenic.
Was she on X-Force or the, what the hell was it? The Claremont. What was the run he did? It wasn't X-Force. Damn it, I can't think of the title now.
The Extinctionist?
Extreme X-Men with the X.
Yeah, but that wasn't her. Was she in that too?
Well, that's why I remember Sage being in that run.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Sage was a character, at least at the start of the Extreme X-Men run. What?
Is there something not X-Men in there?
You're just frozen. Or you're just posing.
Remember how we said we might get Barbie towards the back? Didn't get Barbie. This is an X-Men from the 90s run.
Nope.
Oh, there you go. New X-Men, the Grant Morrison run. There's some good stuff in there.
Mm-hmm. Which is the next one? The Beast? Is that what we're looking for? Beast Crying? That's a small one, but...
Yeah.
And then what are we looking for after that? Cyclops?
You want what do you call it? You want 128?
These both are good. Those next two are good.
The Jean Grey cover, that's first Phantom X. Not that one.
Not that one? I know. There's enough said.
Well, there's two Jean Grey covers. One's first Phantom X and one is first
oh my god.
Quentin Quire.
Dude.
I can't remember the numbers, but I know the
guy, the Birdman 2, all new, please be there.
Oh yeah, Bird, yeah. Good.
Here it is.
An Angel.
I just did it, dude. Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Obi, come on, man.
Here, why am I making a big screen?
Obi.
Yeah,
Obi.
why would we let you do
Obi.
that? Yeah, that's Phantom X. And then he's on the next issue.
Come on, Obi. Are you kidding me? See, this is the whole story on this. It just wasn't like a good deal. Obi goes, not only that, they're running a 20% off sale. Marco, Hey, Gary, 20% off, right? And Gary's like, I'll go ask Ben. Ben's like, who's asking? And I was like, oh, because me and Ben, like, I love Ben, but I hadn't seen him in a while.
Did they say
Oh,
Marco? And he said no.
Yeah, no, he goes, what are you doing in here? I go, I moved to Oakland County, bro. Like, he's like, I haven't seen you forever. I was like, look, the mask, it's been 4 months. I get it. He's like, being in Oakland County is no, you gonna come back? I said, yeah, I'll come back. He's like, all right, we'll get you a deal on it. So they gave me like a whole deal, not more than 20% of the whole store. So this box literally probably cost me $200.
So you got to go back. Is what you got to do.
I always go back. I bought you a Christmas present.
You got to go back and return those books and say, these aren't X-Men 90s run.
No, get out of here.
Yeah, I don't want these ones. Yeah, those new X-Men, but there's a couple of good ones in there. You still didn't get the choir one, I don't think.
I like this one too. Just because.
Yeah, that's the next. What issue is that? What number is that? I just want to know where you're at.
29.
29.
Which is the one with Aegon on it too? That's one. Is it the one with the White Queen getting out the door? This
Yeah,
is
that
one,
one
right?
does all right just because of the cover. Yeah, that's First Dust or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there's the other one here. Hold on. She just fell on me.
That one. That's First Quentin Quire. Or, Kid
I'm
Omega.
missing one somewhere, but it's in here. Ooh, shit. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Oh,
Does
my
it
God.
keep going? Do you get all the way to...
Yeah, it's all the way
Sandra
through.
Nova?
It's all the new X-Men. There's no way there's the whole run. Oh, yeah. I like that too. Dude.
Where did your X-Men run end? I'm curious. 100?
The X-Men ended at 100, which it's okay. I mean, I guess I'm not getting hope, as a baby.
If that ended at 100, and you only got one copy of X-Men 1, you
Bro.
didn't get all 5?
No, dude, what are you complaining about?
I'm not complaining. I'm trying to figure out what else could be in there, because even if you have the full new X-Men run, I don't know if you're filling a long box. I'm trying to figure out numbers to fill out a long box.
Yeah.
Even bagged and boarded, you got to get at least a 200, right?
About 250, I think.
Dude, with what I
yeah.
just pulled there, I got 200, man. I'm good.
No,
Like
I'm saying
No,
number of
he's
comics.
saying number of books.
Oh.
Number of comic books.
Well, no,
so I'm
there's
saying if
300
100 of it,
300 books. There's 300 books in this. The long box was full.
but bagged and boarded, I don't know if you still fit 3. You might not still fit.
Yeah, how
2.
tight this was, you could fit 3.
Well, even if that's the case, so if you had 100 issues of X-Men,
X-Men 163.
the new
Look at
X-Men
that.
run was only to 114 to like what 150, 60?
57.
Morrison didn't run that
Then they
long. It
went
was like
back to
5 years.
X-Men. Then they went back to X-Men.
But I want to know what else is still in your box.
Yeah, it's back to X-Men. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're back
it's
in X-Men
to
again.
X-Men again.
Oh, so that was like in the middle of the box. Okay.
Oh, see, I thought maybe it would shift to something else. Like,
No, they took
Yeah.
out. You know all that junk between 100 and 145? It's not in here. Instead, it's the new X-Men run.
Weird.
that is weird.
But good.
I'm not complaining,
Yeah.
bro. I'm not complaining at all.
Yeah, because there's really nothing in that run. Well, hell, even the regular X-Men run, there isn't much in there once you pass.
It's when you get to the end. There's
Once it
Hope.
switches to Legacy.
No, right before that, there's Hope.
Oh yeah, the Hope stuff. That's still 2. You got to hit 200.
No, it's 179, isn't it?
I thought it was
It's
201.
It's 170 something. Is it 179? Is it 190? Maybe 190.
I'm gonna look it up.
Anyway, helps out. What's Baby Hope? It's the J.
Yeah,
Scott Campbell.
205.
I got it on the next slide.
I his first Hope Summers is 205. His first appearance of Hope Summers.
So yeah, 205. You're right. It's 205.
Yeah.
3 different covers. Let's see. I mean, how good this thing's been going. I can hope in a prayer.
Well, then you get the Campbell.
Campbell's in there.
No, not the Campbell. Second print's
Oh.
good too.
Well, I didn't see. You didn't get any other second prints though, did you?
Second prints weren't too dominant early on.
You're right. I'm trying to think if X-Men even had any of those gold label second prints. Wolverine did. Uncanny did.
You want to know what the first CGC graded 9.8 book I bought on eBay was? For like $50. I don't know, maybe.
This is a thick
What
one.
was
It was X-Men 1, and the reason I bought it is because the CGC label noted at the top, Sega Genesis insert included. So I was like, hey, sweet. I love Sega Genesis.
Interesting.
Oh, it's a regular 205, but I'll take it. It's high grade.
Hey, still. That's
Yeah,
still
I'll take it.
$30.
Yeah, I mean we're
I'm just
not
saying,
losing
raw.
tonight, boys. We're not losing tonight. This is actually funny because Pete goes, "Well, what? You know what's in the box because it says it. Why wouldn't you look in the box?" And JJ responds in the chat because it could actually have nothing in that box, or they could all be destroyed. And I was like, "Yeah, I think this will make a good show segment." I don't know if it is or not, but
What are you looking for now? What do you
I
have that?
gotta think. What is that? That's Legacy. It's the only Legacy book that's worth a damn, really.
Well, because I'm going to show you the larger, so if you show books, people can actually see them.
Here we go. Yep. Actually, probably the worst of the condition. 214. 214 is Miss Sinister. First Miss Sinister.
Oh,
I like Sinister, so
right.
I mean, there's got to be more. I'm not even halfway through this box.
Well, so
I
you
mean, I
think
am.
they
I'm
just
in the back
replaced the
corner now of
regular?
the box? How much Legacy was there?
It went to 275. 275 is the last issue.
Okay, something's turned around now. 275. Why is it? What
So
number?
is it something different?
Well, hold on.
I'm pretty sure Legacy yeah,
233.
and that's like a $16, $15-$20 book.
Yeah.
The final issue, if you can find it in there,
What's the number on the final issue?
275.
275.
It's like a whole group, rogues in the middle, flying at you.
Let's see what the last book in this thing is. That's an annual.
Oh, you might even say annuals. You got a scatter shot, or is it shatter shot?
Shatter Scott.
Yeah.
Shatter Shot. That wasn't this late in X-Men.
No, but that was with the first X-Men. Maybe you got the
Let's
annuals
turn
for.
back around. 261. There's a 260.1.
260.
The hell's
Oh, they did do some
260.1?
weird stuff back then.
Point ones.
I hate
261,
the
the Rogue,
twos.
262.
Was it them or DC that did like 0.2 and 0.3?
There's an A versus X Legacy book.
No,
Couple
Marvel
of them.
did it because Spider-Man had like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3,
Yeah.
1.4, 1.5.
Would you say the last number of this was it A versus X?
No, it's
Why is Miss
275.
Marvel in the X? Oh, because there's A versus X. 271. Is that what you're saying?
275 is the last issue.
Sorry, 275 last issue.
It's a whitish cover, rogue flying in the middle. There's a whole group of them
Yeah,
flying at it.
275. Here you go. Final issue.
There you go.
Okay.
That's
And
like 15,
then
20 bucks too.
Shatter Shot. You're right. Annual number 1. That's it.
Yeah,
Nova.
see?
Huh?
Yeah, I knew you would have Shatter Shot in there.
We're not done yet. Annual number 2, 3.
I don't know of any annuals that do well.
Well, no, that one's got Moverse in it. That's why I pulled
You
97,
like your Mojo stuff.
99. I know. Well, you got to collect. Hey, I'm not just a reseller.
Hey, you
I'm
collect
collecting
what
it.
you like. I'm not
Yeah,
going to judge you.
look, dude. These aren't. Ooh. Oh man, and it's the new X-Men annual. I didn't even know that Grant Morris had an X-Men annual.
Oh yeah, there was one.
Legacy annual. Okay. I don't know, guys. W in the chat on this. $210 is what I paid for the box, roughly. Shit, $300 is what I spent, including Pete's gift there. I
Says
think
a
we
win.
get W's in the chat for that. 'cause
With
I
the new
think we
X-Men in there, thankfully.
Huh?
So there's definitely a win with the new X-Men in there.
Yeah, the new X-Men run definitely helped.
It was it was I was gonna have to sell a lot of dollar books, but with that new X-Men run,
Yeah.
and it's all minty, like that's I mean, I still with what I pulled out, I still got $225 books to sell. I can make my money back up in dollar books.
Yeah, there's plenty of dollar books you can get rid of, but outside of that, I mean, you get the Phantom X books, you get the Quentin Quire books, you get the Negasonic was in there. Was it 115?
Oh shit! I didn't even pull that book. We even talked
Well,
about it.
it depends on what cover you have too. It's a Cyclops cover or the Wolverine cover, I think, on that one. I think there's two different covers.
It was a Cyclops cover.
Yeah, but still,
No,
I mean, it's still
the
15 bucks,
the
I
one
think,
finger.
these days.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, we've pulled it.
Definitely good stuff.
I think
And
I won.
Zorn, I don't know if people get interested in Zorn.
I like Zorn. I always buy Zorn. I know he's cheaper to get. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a win. You still have enough for the McRib. Yeah, and a large fry on top of that.
Yeah, you had Beak, you had Dust, you had Angel in there. Like there's a
Obi, thanks for that. I mean, it literally was looking up. I was looking at it, and he came over and was like,
well, you get 20% off of that. And I'm like, he's like, like he didn't. It was like one of those good things where you're on the fence of buying it because you're like, like going through your head of everything that's in there and pricing it out. Now remember, it's like way up there, right? Like they had to get a ladder to go grab it, and then you're debating like, oh yeah, and then X-Men 97 drops in 2 years with the annuals, yeah. No, Obi. So that's been even a greater hunt now. That Obi with Obi, that was great stuff. And thanks again to Ben's, Ben's Comic Oasis. He doesn't do. You can check him out online. He's got some decent books there. He does good auctions. All stuff's quality. He does cards also. It's a great place to go. Maybe I'll go to talk to Ben one day about maybe doing a show or something from down there. Yeah, I mean it's a great place. He's always been good. When you talk about, like dealers. Everybody knows Harley. Well, apparently somebody who wears a tight red jacket used to call him Harley Lee till we had to explain to him that his last name's Yee. But Harley Yee, he was over at Michigan State, and he's known for being in Overstreet because he was always there forever. Like his warehouse is right down the road. He's got huge books. He usually just comes to cons to fall asleep or drop his own. He
comes out my way out in Jersey, and I'm like, what?
He just goes out to buy. We'll talk one time but Big Ben used to be like a staple at Motor City for years. He's stopped doing cons. He's getting older and stuff, but he's just a monster and a real good guy. Just a real type of good guy. So like it's cool. And it's cool because he didn't like that's what I'm saying. Like he in comic book shop sometimes, they get a bad rap. We've seen that stupid sign go around for 10 years now, the same effing sign. Like, price at the thing. Yeah, and we've all ran into some of that before, too. I understand that, but, there's also lots of good guys out there. Ben and Gary are good dudes, man. And Ben is so nice. And he does, he's always got great books, too. Like, he has a different range, too. Like, he was the first guy that I knew that was, he knew there was some value to low grade, but he wasn't going to kill you for it. Like he has his $3.50 thing set up too, where it's like he'll have the blowout sale and he'll go through it and he'll leave stuff in there purposely for the diggers to go. Like he actually likes diggers. Like he likes guys that resell too. Like we've talked about it before. Obi was there when we were talking about it. Like he knows my business model and we talk actual business about what I've done over the years and how I'm nowhere close to his level. And why certain things like going to shows benefits me and why they don't benefit him anymore. And he doesn't mind talking to you. You know what I mean? He's like one of the guys who's helped me out in the past get to the level that I got in selling comic books. And it's always good to get those type of guys. So if you're ever in town or whatever, go down there, make sure you're seeing Ben. Don't look up in the rafters. Don't buy anything out of that because I think I'm going back to buy some more stuff out of the Jesus. Well, that's a good one.
Well, any shop near me has
run.
Huh?
Gonna look for a New Mutants run next.
Yeah, right. Dude, I can't believe how good a shape the books are in too. Like the box does not look that like.
You think it's store stock?
Huh?
That just never sold? Store stock that never sold, or what?
You think so? I mean,
I don't know.
I always wonder about that when it's like a run like that, where it's issue after issue. There's no duplicates. There's no extras.
Yeah, at his
like
shop,
it feels like it could have just been somebody's pull list. Like there's somebody's,
or a collection they
collection
bought, never did anything with.
No, Ben. Well, Ben. I mean, when you got to think on the level of Ben, like I've been to. So like in New York, I've been to Midtown before, right? He's not like the main Midtown, but like the branches. He's about the size of a branch. Okay. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't go up like that because they have to skim him in areas, but that's his volume level. So like when you think a store, he only owns one store. When you think that volume type level for one store, right? Midtown's got a bunch of stores, but like that's kind of how he goes through like he's like an hour drive. So I don't get my books there. And that's not the childhood. When I couldn't find something or I want to go back issue hunting, that's where I go to Ben's because I used to live like 20 minutes from him. But that's what, you got remember back in the day, there was a comic book store on like every corner. Like I passed 4 comic book stores to get to his comic.
Back in the days where you can go buy your Malibu comics and your Valiants.
Mm-hmm. And your button-up jeans. They do have a ton of stock, and it's all over the place. Like, and this is the other thing that he does too. He sells runs.
Like he'll sell slabbed runs together, like huge runs, and sometimes like not just in that box, like pieced out runs. So
I like buying runs sometimes.
I do too.
Yeah.
That's how I bought my Vengeance of Moon Knight run. I just bought the whole like run, like a little stack of them.
I think he was selling those. Yeah. So, but I mean, now whatever. I mean, this box is gonna do me well too, because I pulled what I wanted. But when you think about it, like everybody complains about these apps or whatever, I don't complain about them. You want to know why? Because that app is gonna help me sell a bunch of those books. Because on those apps, they got dumb shit like first costume change of a third appearance worth $3, and I'm gonna have it priced at $2, and somebody's gonna go buy that thing for $2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, off the app, I'll sell $100. I'm not lying. Out of this box, I'll sell $100 just because of that app. Because people will buy stuff like, we were talking about with Squirrel
First
Girl, like
meetups, first
first meetup, first whatever,
power changes and things like that.
Yeah, a $3 book,
Especially
$5 book, or whatever. I mean, I've looked. I don't have the app on my phone. You know what I mean? Like, not a guy that's got like, I got like. I probably shouldn't show. That's a picture of my mom and my kids. If I didn't have my mom and kids in the background, I'll show you. But like, what do I got here for apps? I got Hangouts, and that's it. So and Gmail. All right, and YouTube. So I mean, like that's why I got my thing. But I know because I've seen it before. This guy, I was like, this person was throwing books up, like laughing and going, ha ha. On my dollar bin, I go, why? They're like, oh, these are all $5 books. These are all $3 and $5 books, and you got them for $1. I'm like, $3? Who says these are fucking $3? And they show me this app thing, and it's got like a price here that says low, price that says medium,
that's the worst too.
and a price that says high. And then underneath it has a description, and it says this book is the first appearance of somebody shaving their butt hair. Like what?
There's some people that use Comic Book Realm. The price out stuff in Comic Book Realm, everything is cover. If it's $1 book, it's still the cut. Like it could be the most cheapest book ever, but listed for $3 or $2, whatever.
Well, it's the same thing. If you go back to how long did Overstreet have?
Overstreet. No, I love buying off Overstreet. Yeah.
No, I know, but like Detective 880 was a cover price book until I think last year they finally priced it up.
We go to a place annual. Remember last year when we were doing that big dig out of the back of a truck that's not a back of a truck? That's where we were. Like I took Jen with me and all. Like we were going to a place that uses a 3-year-old or 4-year-old now Overstreet guide. Oh, God, that's what they price off of.
That's the best.
That's why. And then they give you a discount for the holidays. That's why I was getting like, that Dr. Afra number 3,
Shop
the
I used to
number
go
3
to
for 50 cents.
Used to do that.
Yeah, I mean that's why because
I shouldn't say used to go to. I still go to the shop, but they used to use the old Overstreet because that's how I bought my Marvel Spotlight 5. I bought Fantastic 449. I bought a ton of books from Overstreet prices, as well as books for $1 that were just thrown in a dollar bin. But now they have a younger crowd working, so they pull stuff. So
my shop no longer has
dollar. They have somebody who's paying attention now.
So this one shop is like way out there, and like they know what the books are worth, but they just can't sell it, and they have to sell their books. So they just do it that way. And there's a bunch of us that come in afterwards. I'm not giving stock advice, but yes, Eric. And the reason why is it might dip a little bit more, but eventually they're going to start paying back the dividend too on that. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
So anyways, but can we talk wrestling real quickly? Because
I don't think we have time for wrestling.
I'm offended. I'm offended at that stupid AEW and Mesner giving that. The last one, the one that was 7 days ago, I tried to watch that match with the guy, the finger guy. Who's the finger guy again that yells?
The finger guy that yells?
He's got like the shaved head. Kenny Omega. He hasn't
wrestled in a while. He hasn't wrestled since the pay-per-view. He lost the belt.
Where's the pay-per-view? Like a week ago? 2 weeks ago?
I don't know. It was beginning of November, I think.
I'm not paying. I'm watching that stuff.
I know, but I think it was beginning of November. I think it was the pay-per-view. I think it was the first or second weekend, maybe.
Maybe it was Metzer ranked that he lost a 5.5 stars, bro.
I'm just saying. I know he lost to Hang. I didn't watch it because I didn't get the pay-per-view, but I know he lost to Hangman Adam Page, and now he's taking a break because he's got like a shoulder thing. So I think he's not wrestling now.
You got it, Eric. No problem. Well, I hope he does. I hope he does not wrestle anymore because he doesn't deserve to wrestle anymore. They're bums.
He's good.
They're not good, man. You can't. They're not good. Like they're really. The problem is this, and this is part of the hype of it, right? Like there's guys that rank these matches, and you see, and honestly, these guys are trying to impersonate. This is our intro started was WrestleMania 3. It was the Intercontinental Belt match. It was Macho Man Randy Savage versus the Steamboat, Ricky Steamboat. Probably one of the best, I would say ever, but we'll say in modern wrestling, all of wrestling since the 80s, since the big boy steroid era.
Well, that's because they shit on their belt. That's why. Like Intercontinental back then used to mean something. Now it
only meant something because of that match. Was it 3-5? He's hurt. Where was that? Was that Eric? Was that in the pay-per-view? Yeah, 3-5. You know what got a 3-5? The Savage and fucking Steamboat match got a 3-5. There's no way those matches were comparable, especially considering they're trying to do now what they did back then without as much talent.
And no more yellow legal pads writing down all the moves.
So that he didn't write down all the moves. No, they do. They plan.
No, I think
they
use that. I don't think they do that anymore. I think they
don't use yellow legal pads, but they do practice the moves and plan the moves.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
All the time. They practice the match. They lay the match out first, and they do that. But nobody did it better than the match. I'll tell you that much. He used to get great from it. Shit, Flair hated him because of it. What else were we going to talk about? There's something we said we put at the back end, Pete. People want to hear about at the beginning.
I don't know.
How much better the Cowboy Bebop anime is.
Okay, so JJ, don't start that argument. We've already took
we go all night with that.
I watched the first 2 issues.
Episodes?
Episodes, issues. No.
I haven't watched the anime.
No way, Eric. No.
You're shifting back to the chat and the wrestling.
I know. But this is, I'll tell you, I watched the first 2, so I'm not
I haven't watched the anime yet. My brother was a big fan. He also wasn't huge into the newer one either.
Yeah. But is that because you guys it's like I think sometimes fans get that fan saw this.
It's through a tainted lens for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
The problem that I have with it is the character that plays the cowboy that plays what's his name?
Well, think about it this way, from the tainted lens. Like, were you as much as you wanted to see the X-Men on screen in the year 2000, were you that much in love with what they actually delivered when you think
that was shit.
Black leather.
Oh, that was shit. The quality was shit.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like, it was good when you compare it to other superhero movies of the time.
No, it wasn't.
Most of them were shit. Think of it. At the time, what else did we have? We didn't have Spider-Man yet.
Batman in 91?
89.
It was 89. Batman in 91. We got Batman Returns and the goddamn penguin.
89. No. But this is
black blood, eating fish, and having penguins deliver steel babies with rockets on their backs.
Still better than the X-Men movies.
And Catwoman was immortal.
Huh?
Yeah, an immortal Catwoman because
in 2000, at the same time, didn't we get Sin City at the same time somewhere around there?
Yeah, well, Sin City was just a straight up. Hey, let's just take the Cowboys.
Sin City was
live action.
Your next probably big one would have been Spider-Man. It was 2001 or whatever, right?
No, those weren't.
Yeah, Spider-Man came out in 2001. That's when it really things changed.
You better hope those were good because you hired everybody back to be in the next one, and you got Sam Raimi directing an MCU movie. So, just saying,
Spider-Man is really one thing.
Hey, as we know from Star Wars, things can change real quick when it doesn't work out well.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, when you think it that was the height. Was 89
it's the same
Batman.
Thing with your youth. You think, Superman 2. You had Zod and Superman throwing his freaking chest emblem.
Still
and
good for the time.
Up.
Still good for the time.
The argument is interesting with Cowboy Bebop because that's one of the animes for me, though. Although the actual animation is aged, but the whole thing pretty much holds up. In my opinion.
Think Spike was very whiny in at least the first 2 episodes? All he does is cry.
I'd say more arrogant.
You got to get used to the dub version.
Wait, so you only watched 2 episodes?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's not fair to give the whole talk.
It's 26 long.
I understand that, but I also had to catch up on Hawkeye. Still watch more Hit Monkeys.
If you want to watch it,
I finished Hit Monkey.
If you want to watch it and you want to get the feeling of the anime, you might watch the next one because I think in the 3rd episode you get Faye added in. But watch 5, which 5 is the first time him and Vicious face off. Is a good one, and then A 6 right after that is a great one to see how they incorporate the music into the anime.
Okay. I'm going to check it out eventually, but I want to
like
watch
the Rose thing at the beginning
live
too. I think it made more sense. I mean, maybe because I saw it. I'm just saying the quality of the live action was very good. It wasn't like X-Men in 2000,
Yeah.
where you were looking at X-Men in 2000 going, this is not animated X-Men that didn't really follow the storyline of the comic books, but would at least had a good, clear storyline, and the characters kind of resembled the characters in the comic books. X-Men 2099 was, we're going to hire some starish type people and shove this crap down your throat.
But to a lot of anime fans, that's what Cowboy Bebop was. I mean, you hired your star was John Cho. Who's
John Cho. Wait, Kumar.
He's 20-some years older.
Harold and Kumar.
Not Kumar, Harold.
Harold from Harold. That's what I said. Harold from Harold and Kumar is your star. Well, if he's the star, buddy, you didn't spend a lot of money.
But my point is, even if they didn't spend a lot of money, they hired a known guy who's 25 years older than the actual character is supposed to be. Just like Hugh Jackman was not really Wolverine.
But
looks
that actually worked out though.
I know, but
it also does fit though. Going with an older actor, I think, fits this kind of story of, well, he was with the Syndicate, and it gives him more of a sense that he was there for a longer time.
And maybe that's why he does, like in the first 2 episodes, he does act a little bit childish and like a baby, and
he's like 25 years old or something.
What, man? 25 years old? You're not a kid anymore, man.
I know, but
you throw temper tantrums at 25. I mean, I know we know some people who throw temper tantrums.
He's an ex-gangster hitman. You can't expect him to be.
I'm just saying, that's not. I mean, I don't know. I guess
anybody else.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like,
what about Wheel of Time? Anybody watching Wheel of Time?
No, man.
No, I haven't had time. I haven't had time.
It's actually pretty good because I had to shift when I was told I couldn't watch Cowboy Bebop because my wife wanted to catch up. I had to shift to something. I was like, I'm going to watch Wheel of Time.
Somebody in chat said that was really good.
It is good. I like it. Like, I dig it. It's the production value's there. Like the story, it's not just complete rehashing things I find familiar in the fantasy genre. I'm interested.
Hey, really quickly, we still got almost like 20 in the chat. Should we do? Did you guys like the champion versus challenger thing? And should we do that again next week, or should we go back to the old style, or we're just?
Jeez, put that knife in your face for.
Should we go back to the? I got an itch. Should we go back to the old style? Yeah, I shaved and I missed that little spot right there.
This is a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
I forgot what I was gonna say now. Should we go back and to the old style, or should we do the challenger? Should we do another challenger next week?
I didn't actually see who won because I had to get up real quick. But
it was not Squirrel Girl. It was
Ms. Marvel won.
Miss Marvel won by 4 points. If we would have done trash, but
if that one book would have gotten trashed, Ms. Marvel would have lost.
The other thing I wonder about though, does that add an element of like possible favoritism or something? Like if you like a character better than another, or you might like say, well, maybe we'll save it in D or something like that.
Well, see, that was what I was trying to say. I was trying to say, like, for Zaggy, who liked the character, I said, Zaggy, why did you trash that last? No, see, that's the hard part. Like, it goes between the honesty of, like, oh, I don't like this character and I want to trash this book, but also, like, I can't trash this book because, like, it's got legitimately good reasons for it.
Yeah.
I want Squirrel Girl to win. I think Squirrel Girl should have won that match. I thought it was a lay down, and she didn't win. So, but that is
I thought Squirrel Girl was going to sneak it out just because of upside potential, and that's again how I was doing my voting.
If you want to add in that crap second belt change of costume book, we could have had it.
I told you we needed another book. You didn't answer. I said, I'm putting Squirrel Girl 43 to change the costume in there.
Well, I mean, I do have to do like legitimate stuff in the real world.
I did too, which is why I had to pick a book.
You like the duel?
It's like I got to do something. I got to get back to work.
Yeah. So, well, we got that done. I think that works well. What do we got going on? We got a lot of good stuff on Star Wars 2 coming up this week. Make sure you guys are watching that. We got a little bit of. Apparently, the interwebs are going crazy, especially the IG, thinking that Tales from the Dark Side has a little bit more power than we might actually. That the Dark Side crew, may have a little bit more power over HasLab than we might actually have.
Like I said, if they watch our show, we're in trouble.
Yeah, just a little bit. We've also sent out.
Who do you think they're going to give us? Who do you think they'll give us next? Who was consoling my man when he was like, hey, what did you do? When the Rancor died. Like,
Yeah.
that's who we need as our next.
No, what they
I
need
don't-
to do is take that cardboard and turn it. I put it down there. B. Smith and made a comment, and I was like, "Hey, look, you know what they got to do is get a mold version of the gate, so that you can put it in front of the pit, like an actual molded version of that,
They need to
have
pull
a
it back
workable
and
game.
do a whole we're sorry redux of the thing in like a year, probably.
Eric likes
Yeah,
to duel.
likes to
so,
duel.
to answer
I
your
think,
question.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to. Well, we'll talk about it more. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it more there. We also got that news about the actress coming up, and we're going to tell you who we think she's going to be. So we'll play that. I think we get a top 10. Hopefully,
I don't know if I'm going
Box
to have
break.
time to do my time-lapsed Lego build, but I do have that Lego that I got.
Ooh. What
Box
did you have?
break too.
Box break. Oh yeah, box break this week.
Oh, that's right. You got the box break we held.
Then we got. Hey, you know what? JJ, do you know what these are? I just found these laying around.
I got this Lego.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
the probe.
The-
There's gonna be so many probe droid jokes.
Maybe an uncarded. Yeah, Gamorrean. They should just take the time. It's not coming out.
Why
So I
is it
got a couple more
uncarded?
things. I got this,
Yeah,
the Web of
uncarded.
Spider-Verse. There's supposed to be maybe a decent
cool.
card in there, but I got these 3 Galaxy. Do
Oh,
you know
okay.
what series this
There
is?
you go.
I think that's 3. Galaxy Series 3, I think, which would have been like 96. I think
They feel like something's in
96,
it.
97.
It's supposed to. It might have a clear zone card, an etched foil card, or a Lucas Stats card.
Yeah.
Should we open?
They
one
had
to
actually
see?
though in that the art in those is pretty good. They have a lot of like well-known comic artists now that were in those early
Well,
series.
good. Pick a pack real quickly.
No, save
Uh,
it. We'll do it as the
Well, no,
appetizer.
I
Star
do
Wars
one of
thing.
these. I want to open one of these. See what's in it. Pick a pack.
The one in the middle.
pack.
Yeah.
Middle pack right there.
Hit the one in the middle.
It's like 3-card Monty over there.
I had you pick a pack, and I just picked whatever pack I was going to pick. anyways.
I know. We couldn't see which one you picked.
I
Series
can't
3,
open
I
this.
don't wanna
Okay,
see.
so next week we'll have. I'll
kinda-
open this by the time next week comes.
Open them all.
We'll do a time-lapse video of Marco opening the pack.
Jeez, oh, Pete, maybe
Use your knife.
I can't call it a knife. I think in the YouTubes, I think you have to call it a letter opener.
Letter opener.
Oh, the
For
letter.
legal reasons.
Can you
Yeah.
call? Can I call it a machete? Because that's what it looks like.
That's 100% what you cannot call it. Actually,
Oh, okay. But what if I'm talking about the movie?
It's a
starring Danny
hand forged
Trejo?
tool, by the way. It's not a. This is not something you can buy at the stores.
An edged blade.
It's made by a Swede.
Well, that's why I use this little plastic sucker right here. This
All right.
tiny little thing does the job just fine.
Well, that's cool. I probably should have just sent this out for a gift. This is kind of cool. It's they're stuck together. That's not good.
Oh,
Okay.
They got excited.
What is with these? I've never seen them like this before.
Well,
That's kind of cool, right?
3PO.
is that like design?
C3PO, yeah, it's like crazy, like in space.
Just the coloring scheme. Like look like R2 had a gold head.
The novels. What novel is this from?
Probably Dark Horse novel. Would have been from that era. Or not Dark Horse. Crap. Who was the book publisher?
It's still Del Rey.
Was it still Del Rey back then?
Yeah, it's still Del Rey.
Oh, that looked like
All right.
shit, what was a
Hold on. Let me turn the lights on so I can see some shit in here.
damn it, why can't I think of the dark it's not Dark Force Rising. What is it? The
Dark Empire.
Dark Empire? That's what that
All
cover
right, let's
that's
see what we
that
got
one.
here. The first card was the novels in second volume of the Jedi Academy trilogy.
There you
That's
go.
apparently from the second Academy. Dark Apprentice. Luke faces his most brilliant student, Kip
Ben Solo.
Duran. Yeah, it is Ben Solo.
If you get a
Actually, it's Ben Solo.
Kyle Carton card,
Wow.
Oh yeah, you got Gazing in the Cosmos. C3PO and R2D2 follow the trail of a departing Millennium Falcon. This is production, promotion, licensing, a card, I guess. Okay, next up, we've got whatever card this is. Oh, ooh, okay, that's cool. Oh, this is supposed to be something because it's got a gold like sticker stamp on it. It's first day production. The Force from Camelot to Tatooine. In his writing, Campbell speaks of. Okay, I'm not reading 80 things, but this has got like a little gold
little gold. So that's probably a good one, I guess. I probably shouldn't be scraping it. It's kind of cool. Children of the Jedi. I never read this.
Yeah,
Did you
there's
read
some
this?
weird ones. No, I don't remember Children of the Jedi.
Okay, never read that one.
Probably one they had a ton of young adult books back then.
Oh, we got the Lucas Stats. I don't know what Lucas Stats is, but this has got a gold thing too. It's got the Lucas Art Studio logo on it.
Okay.
It's just Lucas. So I got 2 hits in this book.
Is there
right
actual
here.
stats on the back?
No, it says go to dark side, become an Imperial naval officer, serve the Empire, and crush the rebellion. This is what happens when you play. This is what
TIE
happens
Fighter?
when you play the PC TIE Fighter from
Yep.
Lucas Arts. That's why they got Lucas Arts Studio there. Yep.
Mhm. Which was
Drake
hugely popular.
Or
Game.
Ovaltine.
I remember playing that game.
Display box. Front artwork is Ron Lesser, the TIE twin ion engine, interceptor standby, the hangar
Yes.
bay.
That might have been
Back
the,
art is Martin Bucky.
That might have been the box cover. That front. art.
I'll send you that one for Christmas, buddy. Oh, this is one of my faves. And now you guys can all watch it. This is production one again. This is the evening in Tatooine or whatever. Caravan of Courage.
Oh yeah.
Is it a Ewok movie?
Yeah, a little Ewok.
Caravan of Courage. Yeah.
Yep, Caravan of Courage.
Oh boy.
You cannot. That is not true, Saggy. That is not true. I wish it was, but it's not. Production. This is another one. This was actually really cool art. The Jawas. There's a little baby Jawa in the bottom.
Baby Jawa.
Yeah,
Still
he's
get my
playing,
little
he's
hood.
playing like the Sega Genesis or something. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Dang,
think it was
kind of cool.
I think it was series 4. You start to get like Darwin Cook and some of those guys with some.
Now I
chops
see
on
why
it.
you guys enjoy opening these things. First day production. Yeah. Yeah, well,
Like scratch offs. You think, oh, let's see if we're gonna win.
I don't know. Should we see what's in that Marvel thing?
What Marvel thing?
What'd you say it was Web of Shadows or something?
It says trading cards, Web of Spider-Man, Upper Deck Entertainment. 14 cards per pack, 1 foil card per pack. Ooh.
Might as well. I don't know.
I think this just fell out of a lot I bought. I don't even think I think it just kind of came out of a lot.
Screw it. Well, let's open it now. We're already
All right.
3.5 hours in.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? All right.
You're right. It was my fault for saying, it'd probably be a short show tonight.
3.5 hours in. Oh, these are like this is a game. This isn't trading cards.
Oh, it's like a collectible card game.
Yeah, like that's the foil.
It's the magic version of Spider-Man
Yeah, I guess.
or Pokemon.
Boom, 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 boom.
I know
All right.
nothing
Well,
about
at
that
least the
stuff.
Star Wars cards are cool. Maybe I'll I don't know. Maybe I'll throw one of those packs in for Christmas gifts or whatever, and
Yeah, we still got to figure that out. The whole kiss
what we're gonna do
Christmas
for Christmas gifts.
idea.
Yeah, I'm always a late shopper, so.
Oh yeah, no, we're talking about for the channel. We're gonna throw out some. We're gonna do.
Yeah,
some,
we're gonna give
Oh.
we're gonna
random
give some stuff
prizes
away.
for
Peter, gonna
Christmas.
give some stuff away for the people that have been, big fans of ours. Both places. Well, hey, is that it? Is that all we got? Thank you everybody
I
for
think
being
so.
here. We've got. I don't know why I'm still on the big screen.
Oh, because you were opening cards.
We got good stuff on all the channels. Please, once again, like and subscribe. Tell your friends, your families, your cousins, your cousins' cousins, your friends' cousins, your cousins'
Yeah,
cousins'
we're almost at
cousins.
1,200. We get 1,200.
Cool.
We'll add another gift. for
Yeah,
Christmas.
to the box or something.
Awesome.
On top of that, we've got a lot of good shows going on. We
No, not to
appreciate
the box.
everybody.
It'll be a whole separate box. We'll do another box.
Oh, another box. Okay. We got a bunch of people in the chat. We appreciate it. You guys were lively tonight once again. I know you guys got derailed because we were talking about how cute. Apparently, we
Tippy toe?
you do know we got a 3%. By the way, for all the people in the chat, do remember this. Our audience consists of 3% of women. So there's some people's wives, girlfriends, or just very nice women who do watch this show. So let's just keep it, you know what I mean?
It got out of hand. We keep it
No,
clean.
I did. Somebody started talking about furries though, and stuff, and AT&T chicks.
Hey, they're people too.
Are they?
They have
Okay.
rights.
They can do what
Anyways.
they like. I'm not going to judge.
We appreciate all that. We appreciate everybody who's here and who stayed with us. We did lose half our audience about an hour and a half in because they had to go to bed.
Yeah.
But for you people that we lost, we appreciate you in the replay that you guys are watching us in the replay. Thanks for Six for this week for subbing in.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, thanks for hopping in there, JJ.
Oh, we'll
And,
probably do Riri. We're probably gonna do Riri versus somebody next week. So if you like Riri,
yeah, we should do
Let's
Riri versus. I guess we got to pick a either a contender or a champ, like a
Spider-Gwen?
Spider-Gwen,
They're doing a
and
Gwen
have Riri
Gwynverse.
challenge, or a Miles and have Riri challenge, or Riri's the champ, and then we got to pick like a, I don't know, an undercard.
We could do
for
like a Moon Knight versus somebody
like
too.
an
We could have
Amadeus
top
Joe.
15. We could do like a top 15 where it's like Moon Knight top 15 versus like who else is coming out?
You should
Blade
do
top
Riri
15
versus
or something.
Iron Lad.
Oh, Riri versus who?
Iron Lad.
Iron Lad. It's technically
All right,
Kang,
Pete.
so we got a lot of stuff.
God
to go.
bless America and every place else.
What are you doing? Like the sign off, the end of the night?
What was that movie where the guy was going like "God bless America" and no place else, and then
It sounds
Yes,
familiar, but I don't know.
that was like his
Anyway.
whole campaign. Go
Thank
ahead.
you guys. We'll see you next week, and we'll
Please.
actually see you Sunday. Make sure you come back.
Yeah, we'll
Sunday.
see you on Sunday. We'll be back.